Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining me. And of course, who have we got here today? We've got Lurker, hello, hello, and Greg turning me into a chibi before I can even start. And of course, we've got Jack. How's everyone doing today? The week's still going to continue being a bit weird for just a little smidge longer. Obviously, there was no schedule again this week. And it's been a few days. It's been more days than I was really wanting to go without stream. But we got there in the end. Like I was saying last time, work's just been absolutely manic at the moment. And it normally is this time of year. I knew it was coming. So I've been very preoccupied. But I've got some time today. I'm not completely shattered. I want to do more Final Fantasy. And then hopefully after tomorrow, things should calm down, so things should hopefully start going back into their usual flow of things from tomorrow into next week. So fingers crossed. Watch this space. You're good, glad to hear it. I'm doing all right, thank you. I know some of you are probably fed up with Final Fantasy by now, but it's one of those games that I just find really easy to just like vibe to and just like kind of switch off and just play. I don't think I've got the brain power to like start a new game at the moment, basically. But I do want to start some stuff up, so I will do that. But it's got a little bit longer of kind of like, I don't want to say the lazy streams, because I don't think that's the right word. Laid back, I think that's better. More laid back streams. Hopefully that'll kind of like calm down a little bit into next week, but it's kind of like juggling everything. You know how it is, life gets busy sometimes, but we're all good. I've made more progress with Final Fantasy as well. I've got a nice new outfit. I'm very over leveled, but I've made more story progress too. But I think, if I remember correctly, I left it off at a dungeon, hoping that I'd be able to stream today. So fingers crossed that we're going straight into a dungeon. That'll be quite good. But I'm probably going to be in the Gold Saucer at the moment. I can see it over here. Because I've kind of just been like vibing in there for a little bit and grinding up some of the gold points, I think they're called, the MGPs. But I have made loads of progress. I've left Ilmeg, I've left the Pixie World, and I think I've wrapped up the Rabbit World, or like Rabbit area, I suppose. And I think I'm now back kind of like in the hub for this expansion, because I know I did some fighting. And yeah, that's where I left it off, so I guess we'll hop back in, we'll see where I am, and we'll continue from there, I suppose. So let's pop on in. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to log me in. There you go, perfect. Nope, 14. That shouldn't take too long. I should really log in before I start, but I feel bad about being AFK. Like, so many people do it, it doesn't matter. There's even like a symbol next to your name to show you're AFK kind of thing. But for some reason, I just feel bad about it. I don't know. I don't know.
Be sure to prioritize your self-care above all else.
Oh, thank you, Jack, and thank you for resubscribing as well. Thank you. I am taking care. That's why I've been taking things a bit easier with the streaming the past couple of weeks. And why it went so freaking long. It was like 4 days. To be fair, I was over on Fito's channel on Monday, so I was still doing stuff. I just didn't stream on my own channel. It's rare that I go that long, but every day I was kind of like, I should try and do a stream. And then I'd be like, but I'm so tired. So I wouldn't do a stream. But I'm feeling a lot less tired today. I got quite a lot of sleep last night, actually. Let's go to the right place. Because the night before I got like barely any sleep at all. No fun. So where do I need to go? I need to go, because I've not picked up the next quest yet. I believe it was, yes, over this side. Right, we're going to hop on over. I'm not going to get sidetracked by the Gold Saucer. Okay, it's what I always do, and then I spend like an hour there. We're not doing it. Depending on the time, I might do a couple cheeky ones later. But I think I need to speak to, I think it was it Lynn? Was it Lynn? I think they're over here. So obviously you weren't here for this, I did this offline, but I basically found your shelter, and there was like a whole thing over in like the rabbit realm, and then we all came back over here, and then there was a bunch of the Sin Eaters, which are kind of like the big bad monsters in this expansion, for those who don't know, that were trying to attack this area. So we went and fought with some of the people, kind of like their army from this area, and then basically at the end of that, some blimps passed overhead, and this the leader of like all these rich people who are kind of like in this hidey hole, were basically saying, I'm in control of the Sin Eaters. If you're trying to get rid of them, you're going against me and we're going to kill you. Basically, that's kind of what happened. And that's where he left off. And I left this rabbit on the floor, which I'm very sorry for. I didn't mean to just leave you on the floor. But I guess we'll hop straight into it. Fulfrey's ship is already gone. How flattering that he came all this way just to give his little speech. It would have been good to have the cutscene to give this context, but that's the guy I was talking about, was the blimps. I apologise for my earlier outburst. Rest assured that I have no intention of allowing any of my wounds to affect the performance of my duties, especially not now. If I may, could I ask that you seek out Thancred and Minfilia for me? They endangered themselves on my behalf, and I would feel better knowing that they're well looked after. There's a fine line between numerator and denominator. Only a fraction of people will get this joke. Ba-dum-dum. I got it. Big brain. How are you doing there, warrior? I hope you're good. Thancred in particular sustained quite an injury from that Sin Eater. I would not be surprised if he were in Spagiric still. I cannot pronounce these words. Give them my thanks. You're good. Glad to hear it. So yeah, Thancred. So this person, Lena, for those who don't know, she's kind of like in charge of the army for like this area. And then, hello Noodle and Sesako, I hope you're doing good. But she got knocked down by one of like the big monsters, the Sin Eaters. And Minfilia came in to defend Lena. But Minfilia's not too used to fighting, so she was getting worn out. So Thancred kind of dove in because this really big Sin Eater came along. And he did end up coughing up blood because he did get hit quite hard. So I guess we've got to go and check if Thancred's okay. Which he probably is. He's probably fine. He's in the Crystarium though, so I guess we'll just teleport over and see how he's doing. But yeah, I know most of you guys probably kind of know what's happening. I think I'm kind of behind everyone on this sort of thing. But there may be like the odd one of you where it's been like a while, or like you don't really play it, or things like that. That's why I'm trying to give very bad explanations. I'm trying my best. Right, I need to go over here. Is it over here? Is it outside? Are you outside, Thancred? Are you outside? Right, let me have a look. Boop. Are you out here? Hello? Hello? Oh, are you over here? Is this the infirmary? Yeah, a lot of people got kind of like killed. Like this guy. Or they got hit like in a certain way by the Sin Eaters. Because I believe they can convert you into Sin Eaters. Because from my understanding, Sin Eaters are people that were absorbed by far too much light, and that turns them into Sin Eaters. I think. That's my understanding of it. I've been trying to pay attention. There he is, Thancred! Hello! Hey, buddy! You're here for me? I'm sorry to put you to the trouble. I'm fine, really. The Eater landed an unfortunately solid blow, but the healers here have done wonders. I'm more worried about Minfilia. She's not taking it well. Could I ask that you speak with her? My attempts to reach out seem to have had the opposite effect. She's gone off to the Hortorium, ostensibly to fetch herbs and Chesamil. But just go talk to her, will you? I will go talk to Minfilia. Then to explain Minfilia for those who don't know. From my understanding, I'm probably getting it very wrong. You're more than welcome to correct me. So, Minfilia is someone who's like immune to how much light there is. In the same way our character is. There's like something about like our ether. Or like aura, I suppose. But there's multiple versions of Minfilia. She kind of gets like reincarnated. And there's like different versions of her in like different worlds and stuff like that. So this is like the current reincarnation of her. And from my understanding, there's like an overarching Minfilia that eventually kind of like takes over their body. But that Minfilia is choosing not to do that this time around. Which Thancred didn't like. Because Thancred likes that Minfilia. But so, the current Minfilia that's not been taken over by the leader Minfilia is a bit upset because she understands that Thancred doesn't like that she's not the right one. Yes. I've been really trying. I've been really trying. How successfully, I don't know, but I have been properly trying. But I need to go downstairs. In the Rift, how are you doing? I've been properly trying to read like everything. I've been trying so hard. If I teleport to the crystalline mean, I should have an easier job. I've got a map. Let me put it over this side so you can see it. So we need to go here, which is downstairs. So I'm going to try and teleport. Maybe the Cabinet of Curiosity would be better, by the library. Because I think there is like a greenhouse down here, and they did mention herbs. So I'm going to ether my way over to the Cabinet of Curiosity. You're super EP. I can understand that. I'm EP. I hope you manage to get some rest soon. Cabinet of Curiosity. Bloop. Right. Minfilia, are you down here? Are you upset because you didn't manage to fight for yourself and Thancred had to step in again? Look, you were locked up for ages. You can't help it. You just gotta do some training. You can't all be like the super chosen ones like I am, because I've got protagonist powers. Powers of the protagonist. Here they are. Here they are. Minfilia appears to be lost in thought. Perhaps a gentle poke will get her attention. I can do a poke. Boop. I scared her. Eep! Eep, eep. Oh, Adora, what are you doing here? In a few hours, glad to hear it. Thancred. It's my fault, you know. I jumped at the chance to help Lena, but I was careless, and now it's my fault. I knew you'd be upset about that. And Greenbird, thank you for resubscribing. Much appreciated. I hope you're doing well today. You can make up for it by being there for him. Then you'll be wanting to get those herbs for the healers. Be there for him. I think that's good. You've been travelling together for a while now. Are you sure? I've brought him nothing but trouble thus far. And what if it's worse next time? All I do is make mistakes and put others in danger. I'm sure that he'll resent me for being this weak. Maybe he already does. Now, the other Minfilia couldn't fight either, it's fine. But you're right, I can still help, if only by seeing these herbs safely to Chesamil. There are only 2 left on the list, but I'll need to ask about this one. I've looked high and low and I can't seem to find it anywhere. Would you mind collecting the other? I'd hate to delay it any longer than I already have. You're looking for something with soft leaves that's very fragrant, in an unmistakably medicinal way, I was told. And we only need 2 sprigs. Okay. Once you've got them, you can bring them directly to Chesamil. Whoever gets there first can explain that the other will be back shortly. Thank you, I appreciate the help. Right, I'm looking for a herb. I'm looking for a herb. I'm in the right general area. Oh, hello, I see a sparkle over there. Are you the herb I'm looking for? Probably not. It does smell strongly medicinal. Right, I got one of them. I need to find another. Oh, over here. Are you the herb I'm looking for? Here we go. I've also done the event. Recently an event started. I think it started yesterday. When was I posting about it on Discord? Either way, an event started in collaboration with Final Fantasy XVI, where you can get an outfit and mount and a minion. So I did that, and it was very funny because I basically did it at the very start of the event. So everyone's obviously trying to do it. So I was going to all of the locations, and it was just swarms of people. And like you were trying to click on the correct person to kind of like talk to them, or like pick up an item or go to a destination, and you just couldn't. There were so many people. It was so mental, but it was kind of fun as well. You always know when something's going on. Where do I need to go? Upstairs. So I'm up next to the rookery. I guess if I go to the Crystarium, I'll know I'm in the right place. Let me go back to the... I probably could run it. I could just run it. Let's run. Let's run it. Why not? We're not that far away. Yeah, so I did that as well. The event was quite fun, actually. It was quite a good story. And I don't know too much about Final Fantasy XVI, but I knew enough to understand what was going on, if that makes sense. Which is more than I was expecting, because I haven't really played that one. I've just seen other people play it, but I kind of understood what was happening. And then the mount and the minion are actually quite cute. Wait a second. This one is the minion. It's a little puppy. It's a little puppy. And then I can't use the mount here, but when I'm next outside, I'll get the mount out and show you. But everyone's been running around with their little puppies. It's very cute. Let me get my kitty cat back out though. Where's my cat? Where's my cat? Where's my cat? There's my cat. There we go. It was a good one though, because you got like a full outfit of the guy from Final Fantasy XVI, and you got obviously the mount of his like wolf and a puppy version. It was quite a lot of stuff for them to give you all in one go, because the previous event, admittedly, it was still good. It was 15, I think, and you got the car mount, which is a 4-person mount, so it's very helpful. But you only got the mount, I think. Oh no, you got the outfit as well, didn't you? You also got the outfit. I tell a lie, but you didn't get a minion, as far as I know. Hey there, Connor, how are you doing? And Vogel, how are you doing today? And Philia told me that you'd be bringing the rest. Yes, here you go. Cutscene. I do like my new outfit though, I'm enjoying it a lot. You're good, glad to hear it. Marvellous, with this I can replenish our store of medicines. We're struggling to keep up with the number of wounded that are being brought in. There are plenty more coming. You're doing good, having a core day. Oh, you're working on your core. I hope it doesn't get too achy, because I haven't done much working out, I'll be honest, but I find that if I do core workouts, it kind of hurts to like sit up for a bit afterwards. Gets all of those muscles, isn't it? I'm alright though, thank you. I wasn't on the field, but it doesn't matter. My patients' faces make plain that it was a horrible battle. Hey there, Hyper, how are you doing? And we're still fighting it, I suppose. Though with bitter medicine rather than sharp steel, we will win, I promise you that. Kira, hello! Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you're well and had a lovely, lovely stream. Welcome on in, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Beans Raid! What were you up to today? Oh, Alien Isolation! How are you finding it? I've heard that one's really scary. Is that the one where it picks up your voice over the microphone so you need to be quiet, otherwise the aliens find you? Is that the correct game? Because I'm sure I've seen someone else play it before and I was like, nope, this isn't for me. Not for me at all. And Karumi, thank you for the follow, by the way. It didn't want to pay child support, so it tried to unalive me. Oh no! You wouldn't say it's scary. Oh, I don't know. Would you say it's not scary? Beat it! Oh, well done. Well done, Kira. Congratulations. And obviously if you need to as well, get something to drink, something to eat, make sure you look after yourself after your stream. If you need to go off for any reason, obviously no worries at all, thank you for popping by. But if you're wanting to stick around, I'd love to have you. And the same goes for obviously your wonderful raiders. And I guess quick introduction. I'm Tofu, TofuuRabbit, Tofu for short. Just a simple bunny rabbit here to play games, usually badly, and make friends. That sounds like your sort of thing, your sort of vibe. I'd absolutely love to get to know you. We're kind of having a like a chill, laid-back week at the moment, so I'm just having some fun with some Final Fantasy. I understand if you don't want spoilers or whatnot, I entirely get it. But yeah, I'd love for you to stick around if you're wanting to. Sorry I didn't show up for Princess Peach Showtime, you didn't want to get spoiled. That's alright, Pikachu King, I understand that entirely, I hope you're enjoying it. But no, I hope you're doing well as well. My voice is nice, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. This isn't my normal model as well. This is one of the ones you can kind of change me to. But Greg wanted me to be Chibi, so they used their channel points. So I'm going to be Chibi for a bit. But you can change me between Chibi, my normal model, a doodly model like a scuffed one, a worm, and a rabbit. So if you're wanting to mess around with that, you can. Oh, there I am. I'm normal again. Speak of the devil. But no, yeah, we're just going to go through this. Nice chill times. But yeah. If you want to stick around, I'd love to have you. Oh, glasses. Thank you. I'm about to do some reading. Where am I? You're playing it slowly, about 2 levels at a time. So you can reserve the game as much as possible. It is a short game. A very fun game, but it was quite a short one. I do agree. You heard your name. Oh, did you? How are you doing, Papa? I hope you're well. Princess Peach is the best game. It's such a good game. I loved it. We did it over 2 streams, very close together, just blitzed it out. I had an amazing time with it. I kind of had to hold back on playing it when it first came out because I was having problems with my Switch controllers. But as soon as I was able to play it, I was like, I'm here, I'm playing it, and it was such a good time. It really was. Very different change of theme though, going back to this after playing that. Very different vibes. It seems I owe you an apology for dragging you to yet another battlefield when you've just come off the front lines. In both cases, I'm sure your efforts saved more than a few. With Spagarix in good working order, the Crystarian's people will be well cared for. I'm also going to warn you guys, more of like recent comers know what I'm like with this game. I do butcher the words. I butcher the names and I butcher the words. So this is your warning. I do make an absolute mess of them. Deserves Game of the Year. You know what? I wouldn't even be mad if it got it. A lot of people would get quite up in arms about that. But I would not be mad. Like, I was talking about it when I was playing it. It's just really nice, chilled, funny, little snippets. And I just loved it from start to finish. I was like shouting, I was laughing, I was just adoring Peach's outfits. I honestly, so much fun. So much fun. As soon as they announced it, I was like, this is my sort of game, and I was not wrong. No, brilliant, really was a good one. But a bit, like I say, a bit short, but I think if they made it too much longer, it probably would have dragged, so it probably is good that it's a bit shorter. I don't know though. You can have too much of a good thing, can't you? More lie ahead, of course. Battles only you can fight. Not that we intend to let you do it alone, but that's a matter to discuss with the Exarch. That's true, we need to go and speak to the Exarch. You know the Exarch? Oh, hello. We do. Was there something you needed? Oh, he got a bit beaten up. Look at this. I need you to tell him something, for me. My dearest friend, you see. He was there on the battlefield with me, but only the one of us is here to speak of it. Oh no, his friend died! At the end, before the wound killed him, I heard his dying words. I never knew that our world was this beautiful, he told me. I'm so glad that I got to see the night sky. Oh, that's true. They haven't had the night sky for like 100 years. They have it for like 2 nights and then he died. Oh, jeez. Oh, you like my in-game character? Yeah, I was originally, because I played this for a bit like a year ago. No, more than that, 'cause before I started streaming. So I guess nearly 2 years ago. And I started as a cat character. But then when I started playing again, I was like, well, I need to change my character now. So I changed it to a rabbit. To better match my situation. I love this outfit though. It's so cute, isn't it? It's a level 80, I want to say, mechanist's outfit. The boots aren't. The boots are for all classes, but I think it's the Neon Ishgardian top of aiming, and then the Neon Ishgardian bottoms. I can't remember what they're called though. I can't remember if they're tights or shorts. And then it's the Expeditioner's boots, I think. Because I glamoured some boots, because I don't like how the other shoes look. Sorry for talking so much. No, talk as much as you want to. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. I'm quite proud of this outfit. I've been trying to like find one that I like. But this one's a good one. I'm quite happy with this. And I think I dyed it, I want to say Woad Blue, but I'm not sure because I did dye it. Was it Woad Blue? Or was it Abysmal Blue? One of the blues, regardless. I don't know how the Exarch feels about what happened out there. I don't know if what Valtteri said is true. If our losses were just deserts, and we doom ourselves to the worst by continuing this fight. Hey there, Fishy, how are you doing? You're passionate about games? Oh, no worries at all. I do not mind, honestly. I like talking about all sorts of stuff. I'm not the most well-versed when it comes to games. As I say in my intro, I like games, but I play them badly. But I like talking about games. Even if our opinions don't line up, I just like talking about it, because I like hearing other people's opinions on things. But I believe in the Warrior of Darkness, in the Crystal Exarch. I don't think what they've done is wrong, and I don't think we're wrong to fight them either. You don't want to feel like you're spamming and not letting others talk? Oh, don't worry. Everyone's always welcome to talk, and I try my best to keep up. If I end up missing anything, give me a nudge, because I might get sidetracked by something, but I never ever mind. And everyone's obviously always welcome to chime into whatever conversation's going on as well. Oh, I hit my microphone. It happens at least once every stream. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Fishy. Can you not have a snack or something? I know more about games and what's going on in the industry than you do, which is a little emasculating. No, don't say that. I do have some friends who are very much into video games as well. I'm kind of in that circle. So even if I don't necessarily play certain things, I hear about them through others. Like I know about the whole stuff going on with the current, is it Path of Exile League? Because Cookie, my mod, is very into Path of Exile. So I've been hearing them go on about it. And like seeing videos they've been watching and stuff like that. I've never played it. But I know more than I probably should, considering I've never played it. Which is interesting. But so I kind of end up picking up on things from other people. You hate when you hit the mic. I do it so often. I'm dreadful. I'm very animated when I speak. So I'm very prone to hitting my microphone. There's no snacks. Is there nothing else you can cook at all? Or can you not go out to pick something up? Because you need to have something, even something small, like some bread or something. Sometimes bread and butter really hits the spot when you don't know what to eat. Literally just a bit of bread with some butter on top. Sometimes that just tastes as good as like a full done meal, if you're in the right mood for that sort of thing. My friend, he smiled in the end, just as he smiled when he raised this glass to celebrate the return of the night. That's how I want to remember him. So I want to tell the Exarch, don't give up, don't give in, please. You got bread? Go and have some bread. I know that sounds a bit lame, but it's better than nothing, isn't it? And you could always, like I say, stick some butter on it. Or if you've got some eggs, you can do some eggy bread. That's quite nice. Or you could do like fried bread. Toast. No money for nuggies. That's the worst. Having no nuggy money. You're flat broke. It hasn't been too long since I got paid from my job. So I'm alright at the moment. Give me another week and I will be broke. Give me a week and I'm going to be like, I've got no money. I've got no money. Do I cook? I mean, what would you class as cooking? I cook pasta. And I sometimes do like fajitas. Or like a stir fry. I'm not a very good cook though. It's ripped and shops won't accept it. Is that right? How badly ripped is it though? So I thought the plastic ones were dead hard to rip. Isn't that the point of the plastic guys? They're kind of indestructible. You cook but no one likes your cooking. The problem I have is I'm a very fussy eater. I'm so fussy. I think I said before on stream, I'm quite particular with textures when it comes to food. So there's a lot of stuff that I just won't eat. Which means when people eat with me, it becomes very samey. Because I'm very like particular on what I eat. So I'm very dubious to try new places. So sometimes I'll be like, oh, I can't eat there, there's nothing I'll eat and stuff like that. So we always end up going to the same places and eating the same things. I can be a bit boring like that. But I like knowing what I'm getting when it comes to food. It's half ripped. Would you, like, ripped halfway or just like a little bit? Would you be able to get away with it in like a... I'm just trying to think. You couldn't do it now, but I know if you go to a bank, they'll replace it for you. If you go into a bank for a ripped note, they'll give you a fresh one, I believe. And you don't need a bank account to do it because you're trading in tender. It's the same as if you have the old fivers and the old pound coins. If you trade them into a bank, they'll give you new ones. Well, obviously the banks are closed right now, but in general. You like how your cooking tastes. That's the most important, right? As long as you like it. Ooh, I get a coffer from this quest. Though I cannot wear hats. Because even though there is a hat in my build, because I've got the bun ears, it doesn't show. Which is good, because some of the hats are ugly. Some of them are ugly. If you're ready, why not go ahead to the ocular? You can keep the XR company while I fetch Alpha now. Don't worry, I mean to borrow the swiftest Amaroda I can find. Okay, cool. So we're going to go to the ocular. Oh yeah, the bank will be closed right now. But it might just be worth keeping it on you, so the next time you're near a bank, you can get it sorted. And then you've got a fiver you can use. As long as it's 3/4 ripped, you can still exchange it. There you go. Obviously, it's not very helpful to you right now, but it'll be good for you in the future. I wonder how they managed to rip the plastic ones though, because they're meant to be really strong, right? Hey there, Digital, have I caught up to you? I've been busy. I have been busy. I do have business. Let me in. Let me in. This is probably going to start a cutscene, and then I can have a sip of my drink. Is it a talky cutscene, though? Welcome, my friend. Tales of your heroism on the battlefield precede you. Though I confess I found them more gladdening than surprising. I hear no few of our people have you to thank for plucking them up from the jaws of death. Would that they had not needed saving to begin with, but the responsibility for that lies with me. One of our soldiers said that. Thank you. Rest assured that I fully intend to continue our work. I will not shrink from what must be done, now least of all. Though I mourn the loss, I will not lose myself to grief, and even should regret be my constant companion, I will follow the path I have chosen to its end. Sure, would you like to talk, buddy? Thank you for the stretch, by the way. My throat just did a weird croak there, I'm sorry. And if I were to confess any doubts I might harbour, no one need ever know. No, I believe that you have enough burdens without my adding to them. Nevertheless, thank you. Yeah, I've been trying to go through the quests, though paying attention to the story. I've been trying my best. So I wanna unlock the 2B dungeon, so I can get the coffers. I want those boots. I want those boots from Near Automata. God darn it, I want them so badly. I'm getting up to the quest that unlocks it though, so I am getting there. So I think you need to complete a certain story quest, and then it opens a side quest.
My friends,
oh,
with
cutscene.
your aid, we have weathered a brutal assault.
I'm going to take a sip of my drink. You do the talking, sir. I'm going to take a sippy. Oh, this guy again. Go away. Boo. Hiss. Boo. I don't like you. You did save your shelter, but I still don't trust you. Boo. Hiss.
Sorry I'm late, though I would not have been had anyone thought to notify me in advance.
Well, we didn't notify you for a reason. Party pooper.
As I was saying, it was only with your aid that we weathered this assault. Without it, the Crystarium and all who dwell...
Now I'm hitting the microphone with my drink. Honestly, I'm gonna look the other way as I drink this.
For each we saved, another perished.
There we go. I like this new outfit for Alphino. Elise's new outfit's quite cute as well. I do like them. Definitely better than their first outfits. That's for certain. I wasn't a fan of their first outfits.
Thank you. We are blessed to have you with us. As for the attack itself, Vorthri may call it...
I was pronouncing it right, Vorthri. I normally find out I'm pronouncing these names wrong when a cutscene happens where they speak. I still can't say this guy's name properly. But I also can't read him properly when he speaks, because he just drives me up the bend. He's like Shakespearean on steroids. Thank you for the follow, Wolfie. Much appreciated.
No compulsion for lesser sin-eaters to congregate here en masse. All of which points to a single, unavoidable conclusion.
I need to turn up the in-game audio for myself. It is a smidge quiet. I'll do that after this cutscene. I think it's Urionje? Urionje? Is that how you pronounce it? Mr. Shakespeare. We're going to stick with that one.
But in earnest, Lord Vorthri.
How are you doing, Wolfie? Welcome on in.
Indeed. What I mistook for bluster was in fact the truth.
I want to see the rest of this guy's face. It will just be a face. I don't know why I'm so curious about it, but I want to know. Because he's obviously got like the crystal stuff taking over his body, so I'm like, does he have like really funky eyes? I wonder.
I take it your meeting in Yulmore did not end well.
No, it didn't really.
You could say that, yes. But I am wiser for the experience nevertheless.
I'm so tall compared to everyone. Look how tall I am. Especially when I stand next to Alphino and Elise. They're like half my height. Okay. So he can enslave others.
Some way towards explaining the peculiar reverence afforded him by his subjects. There may feasibly be a handful of true believers among them, I suppose, but it would not surprise me if the vast majority were in his thrall. Right,
so Vorthri's been making people, like hypnotizing people, I suppose is the best way to say it.
Had I not anticipated his treachery, I might well have joined them. But seeing his invitation for what it was, I sent a glamour in my stead. I'd rather doubt
he did do
such
that, that's true.
the second time, however.
Did you have any luck tracking down the Light Warden in Calusia?
Oh yeah, we've done the Light Wardens with the rabbit people, the pixie people, and the night people. No, the night people were in yeah, they were in a separate place, weren't they? I think we've done 3 Light Wardens. We haven't done Calusa or Amareg yet, though.
While no one I spoke to had seen any sign of the Warden, I did uncover a possible lead. An abandoned mine in Western Amareg. From what the Mord told me, it would be a perfect place to stay out of sight.
I've been working on getting all of my ether currents as well so I can fly. So I can fly in this main world now. I can fly in Can I fly in Ilmeg? I think I can. And I can fly in the rabbit area. I still need to work on Calusia and the other one, Armorang. You know the one I mean. I haven't got all of the stuff for those yet. So I was using maps to try and find them.
Of course, I could never hope to.
I think I'm a smidge ahead of you, Digital. So if you're worried about spoilers, I understand if you want to leave. So I don't know if this is like a second playthrough for you, or if it's like your first one.
Even should we all join in the endeavor, an exhaustive search could take weeks, and with no guarantee of finding anything.
Well, you could find something. I do like Minfilia's dress, it's adorable.
The Wardens harbour vast reservoirs of primordial light, do they not? Far beyond anything found in lesser sin-eaters. And isn't it true that the Oracle could see the light of a sin-eater from miles away? Surely a Warden would seem like a blazing beacon by comparison.
Watching this just lets me skip the cutscenes. That's fair, that's fair. It's going to speed up your gameplay time.
Oracle of light, I mean. The real Minfilia.
I mean, you count. You've got the eyes going on. Everyone's like, oh, she said it. She said it.
Travel to Armoreg, to the south where she halted the flood. I could summon her back. What do you think?
I think Thancred's going to get a bit ticked off. We'll find out, but I think he's going to get annoyed. Thancred?
Don't.
Oh, he's ticked off. Oh, don't. Oh, he's annoyed.
Don't what? Do what I can. What we both know is right.
Do not presume to know my mind. You have no idea what you're proposing.
Look at those grumpy eyebrows.
But I do. I know why you never said anything. Because you thought you could keep me safe by keeping me in the dark. And maybe I thought so too. But I knew, Thancred. I always knew.
I feel like Thancred's never happy though. He's always a bit grumpy. Like all the time.
I thought you were a rather underwhelming reincarnation.
Keep your nose out of it.
It all makes sense now.
Sir, you haven't proven yourself enough yet. Underwhelming reincarnation.
Lies dormant within you, doesn't she? But to draw on her true power, you must become one, both body and soul.
This is what I was trying to explain before. They've done a better job than me. I couldn't remember the correct words.
One being must consume the other. Who shall be the lucky winner?
So the Oracle's like the Master Minfilia I was talking about. Master Minfilia, Little Minfilia. Oh, he's grumpy.
It plainly concerns you, which is why your heart is ready to burst out of your chest.
He is a completely different character, isn't he? Though I suppose, if it's been 5 years in his time, because when we first arrive here they say like, oh, time passes by differently. It's only been a couple of weeks for you, but for Thancred it's been like 5 years, I think they said. I think they said 5 years for Thancred. Like 3 or so years for your Shelter and like 1 year for Alphino and Elise, right? A lot can happen in 5 years. But he is a grumpy butt. A very grumpy butt.
Despite the raging tempest in your bosom, however, you have never once opened up to your young charge. Now, why would that be?
Ooh.
Love. Well, I for one think it's a marvelous idea. Certainly more promising than any of your other suggestions. So, it's off to Armorang we go.
Was Thancred in love with the original Minfilia? Well, the Minfilia that he knew. Because they knew each other for a long time, right? I wonder if he was. I can't remember. It's been a while since I played that first one. Oh, he's so grumpy. I feel sorry for her. She's trying her best. It's a bit of a weird situation to be thrown into, isn't it? Not just the situation of all of our characters, but like being the reincarnation of this thing that's meant to be taken over by like another instance of it and all of that. That's a lot. That's a lot to be born into. I'm sorry to be so insistent, but I know this is the only way. If you're willing to give me a chance, come with us. Oh yeah, another thing I did as well is I did a bunch of side quests, and I have to be honest, this took me about, I want to say 2 hours, but including waiting times for the actual duties, it was more like 3 to 3.5 hours. One duty I was waiting for nearly 40 minutes, but it was like 3 or 4 different duties and a lot of running back and forth, just so I can get this. But I got it. I saw people doing it and I was like, I want it, how do you get it? So I looked it up and I did it. And I got it. I got the emote. So I can just add this to my little repertoire of emotes. Isn't it cute though? I really like it. It took far too long, but to be fair, it kind of feels rewarding to get it at the end of it, even if the emote itself has nothing to do with the story you go through to get it. Right, exit. Okay, so where are we going? Wait for Minfilia at the Testillation. Testillation. Oh, okay, suspect. You haven't done the collab stuff yet. I've done it. It's fun. It's not a bad collab. I found it quite fun anyway. The minion's adorable. I've not used the mount yet. I can't in here. But apparently you can like pet it and stuff. Like there's an actual animation of you like scratching its neck or something. It's super cute though. Apparently the music it plays when you fly on the minion is meant to be quite good as well. Actually wait, before I forget. Just turn this up a smidge for myself. There we go. But once we're in kind of like the outside area, I can get it out. Oh, good boy! Can you see that? Good boy. Right, I need to go here. Is it a talky cutscene or a ready cutscene? Hey there, Sunny. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Sorry for the wait. I'm ready now. There has to be another way. Look, no matter what happens to me, I'm sure that I don't want to go back to being who I was. I want to be stronger, strong enough to face my destiny, and I want to believe that I can play a part in saving this world. I hope you can find it in yourself to believe it too. When you put it that way, how could we not? It is your decision to make. Just be sure that you are prepared when the time comes. If all are assembled, shall we depart? We'll follow your lead. What route would you have us take? About that, there's something I neglected to mention. Elise? I saw an Ormorian airship coming into land over Amareg while I was on my way back to the Crystarium. No doubt the same vessel that bore Vorfri's forces in Raktika. Meaning we can expect to encounter armed resistance on our journey through the region. Right. Now, Nabath Areng lies in the southern reaches of Amareg, and there are 2 routes that we can take to get there. Oh, route number 1, route number 2. First is the eastern route, which will lead us past Mortsuk. The other is the western route, which will require us to pass through the hills of Amber. Minfilia and I took the eastern route last time. Yes, that's the more well-trodden path. It also makes for easier traversal of the Nabath Severance. But we can't use it. If we did, we'd need to cross the Severance from a point nearby the inn at Journey's Head. If the Almorians caught wind of our approach, it could very well bring them into contact with the inn and its patients, and we can be sure their activities would not meet with Wolfrey's approval. It will make the journey more arduous, but I believe it would be safer to take the western route, which brings me to my proposition. While you make for the Hills of Amber in the west, I will draw the Almorians' attention elsewhere, to an area in the east that I know to be uninhabited. That way you'll have a chance at reaching Nabath Areng unopposed and without risk to civilians. I cannot deny that it's a sound plan, but nor can I allow you to go alone. My skills will make your task at least somewhat easier, will they not? I will accompany you as well. It will afford us a chance to have proper conversation. I'm going to come with you so we can have a natter, have a little gossip. And if I go with the others, I'm likely to say something Thancred will regret. That's true, Thancred got proper ticked off with her. That's true. Because he's getting moody with everyone. Well then, we'll leave the work of distracting Vorfroy's forces to you. The rest of us will take the western route and try to avoid attracting attention. With that in mind, I think it best we follow the road from the bridges. We'll move faster with a solid path under our feet. I will borrow a few armor for our own journey. I'll leave the rest to you, Minfilia. Thank you. I'll try not to disappoint. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Okay, so speak with Thancred. Where are you, bud? Where are you, bud? Oh, you're all the way over there. Come on then. We'll head on out and then I can show you that wolf mount. Excuse me, coming through. Beep beep woo! So if I go character mount guide, there he is. Really cute. And then you can do give him little pets. It's the cutest. Who's a good puppy? Who's a good puppy? You're a good puppy. It's so cute. But I do have my cat. I apologise, Wolf. I'm going back to my cat. Right. I need to go over this way. Do 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 do. Oh, I leveled up. Yeah, it's the new collaboration of Final Fantasy 16. You get that minion, the Torgal. You get a Torgal pup mount, sorry, not minion. You get the Torgal pup minion, and then you get a set of armor. But you can pet that one. Which you can technically pet your minions with the emotes, but you don't have an animation for it. He does deserve the pets. He's the goodest of boys. Do I need to go more up, or do I need to... No, I need to go down. Whee! Where are you, Thancred? Where are you? Oh, you're over there. Isn't it adorable? Okay. Meow. I love my cat. And there you are, the gate leading to Amareg is just up ahead. In all time I've been here, I've never ventured into the Hills of Amber. Not that I'm particularly intimidated by new lands at this point, but we have more than enough reasons to be cautious as it is. Keep an eye on Minfilia for me, would you? Well, I would, but you keep on walking away from me. Meow. Well, hopefully I'll be able to get all the ether points for Amareg now. I've got some of them. But I know some of them are probably locked behind quests that I've not done yet. I should bring up a list and see what I can do. Let's talk to the gate guy. I think I just leveled up to level 82. I'm very over leveled. Because I think this section of the game's like level 74 or something? 75?
Press on, for joy and sorrow walk hand in hand. Beyond Mount Garik lie the hills of Amber, beneath which run hidden veins of mineral wealth. Or ran, at least.
Speaking of, I need to do the next job quest. I need to do the next job quest. It is quite over-leveled. To be fair though, the duties do level sync you, so it's not the end of the world. Okay, so we've not been to this side yet, I don't think. We've been to Armor Egg, obviously, but not this bit. I've been really enjoying it, Sunny. I've been enjoying it a lot. Because I originally played it a couple years ago and got up to about halfway through Heaven's Ward, and then I decided to come back to it. And obviously, I've gone through the rest of Heaven's Ward, gone through Stormblood, and now I'm on Shadowbringers. I did buy Endwalker because it was on offer, so I have that expansion now as well. But I've been having a great time with it. I've been playing it like off stream, like every night, and I've been like really enjoying the streams with it as well. And I've definitely been learning. I'm still not very good, but I'm definitely better than I was. I'm understanding it all a lot better. Hello Rice, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Or Rice? But no, I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good. This place has been scarred by the flood too. Who can say what lies ahead? But whatever else this road may be, it is mine to travel, and I don't plan to take a moment of the time I spend upon it for granted. Okay. Well, I may as well use that coffer. You're doing good, glad to hear it. I am well. Been very busy with work and such, but I'm doing alright. Where's my coffer? Oh, it's over here. Because I may as well put on the next level hat. You can't see it when I'm the bunny anyway, so it doesn't really matter what it looks like. Because that's a level 74 hat. And then that's a level 76 hat. Nope. There we go. I should be all up to date on my outfit. My outfit is a higher level. It's a level 81. Okay. Get the next quest. I take it you're seeing what I'm seeing. I've not looked yet. Finding a village when we're hardly 10 paces into the hills is a surprising stroke of luck, especially given our recent fortunes. But you won't hear any complaints from me. Let's see if the folk who live here can tell us what to expect from the road ahead. Maybe I should bring up a list of the ethers for this area, because I should have. Because this is the one I've got the least on. I've got them all for Lakeland, Ilmeg, and the Great Wood. I've got a couple of them for Kaluza. I don't have many at all for Armorang, so maybe I should look this up. Because I might be able to pick up some stuff en route and kind of like start developing it. I'm so going to spell this wrong. I already have spelled it wrong. Ether currents. Hey there, Beef. How you doing? Ether currents. Ether currents. Here we go. So I'm at. Okay, I might better get a couple of those then. And I'll see if I can get some of these quests as well. Worn out, you've been working hard all week. I've been working pretty hard this week. It's been a busy one. I'm doing all right though. Work should calm down by the end of the week, thankfully. But that's why streams have been very few and far between this week. So I'm going down here. Are there any quests down here? Doesn't look like it, does it? But I should be able to find an ether current around here, actually. Viking. Let's do this fast. Let's not lose track so quickly. So I think they're saying... I'll figure it out. I'm bad with maps. Hey, bud. You sell? No. You are no merchant. But then why do I know your face? Oh, I remember you spent Vobert gold. Such a coin purse cracking. You are already a legend among more traders. You're a travelling merchant then. Can you tell us anything about this village? Of course, anything for valued customers. This place is Garrick. Before the flood it was home to many miners. After, not so many. Now none. So Master Gengen borrowed the village, made it into a trading post. Very convenient location. In which case you must all be familiar with the local roads, correct? We're on the way to Nabath Arang ourselves. If we continue south from here, will we have any difficulties in reaching it? Oh yes, great difficulty. The flood rent the stone and crushed the mines surrounding Nabath Arang. Only steep cliffs and collapsed tunnels remain. Oh no. But surely there must be some way. Do you think any of the other Maud might have some sort of hidden route? Perhaps. You ask, they tell. Tell for free even to friends of our best customer. Wonderful. Thank you for your help. I'm going to take a quick sip of my drink. Well then, best customer. Let's see what information your reputation buys us. So if I go... Let me see if I can quickly find this before I get distracted. I don't think I'll be able to. Let me have a look. 14.6 by 16.7. So 14.6 is about here. And then I need to go down. So we're not there yet. That's fine. I'll keep an eye out for it. So we won't be able to get that one yet. Or that one. Okay, so it looks like we're going to find the rest of our quests while we're en route here, which is fine by me. You wish to go to Nabath Arang? There was a way once, a gondola down from the cliffs, but it was built for those who had left something behind that they wished to retrieve. Now there's nothing left and no one to use it. You may search for it if you like, but I doubt that its rusted wires would bear your weight. Okay. Need to find someone else to talk to. Hello? Oh, there's one over there. Hello? Gone, how you doing? Look at these guys! What the heck are these? They look like they were like a longer T-Rex. They ran into a wall too fast and they kind of crumpled like a accordion. That's kind of what they look like. For Nabath Arang, airship is best. Nothing is faster than an airship. The Ulmorians have one, I hear. You can ask them to take you. I can't really. I'm sorry. There's a bit of a thing going on right now. Right, where's the last guy? Chickens! Where's the last guy? Where's the last guy? Are you like in a building somewhere just to trick me? Or are you like hidden? I'll check. Oh, I don't think I can go into this one. Nope. Can I go into this one? I think they're all barred up. Well, this one's not. Wait a second. Can I go into here? Oh ho ho! There you are! I just read that as, you know, in The Sims, their greeting is like, "Su-su." That's how I read that. Oh, that's a surprise. Not many bound for Nabath Arang these days. I do know of a trolley that once went there. I used to travel between all of the settlements and mines on the hills of Amber. It's locked behind a gate, however. I assume that we'll have kept it from being stolen or damaged, but also prevents it from being much use. Okay. A saucer. Right away. Talk to Thancred. I'm enjoying it a lot, Beef. Aradora, I'm afraid I've learned little to use of how to reach Nabath Arang. The Ulmorian presence, though, that's another matter. Apparently, though, their army is definitely in Almarang. There have been no sightings of Ulmorians at the Hills of Amber. Perhaps we can take that as a sign that Alise's plan has borne fruit. Did you have any better luck on finding us a route forward? You've been... on Warframe preparing for the new content update. Oh, that's fun. I hope the new update's good. There's a new expansion coming out for Final Fantasy in July. I think it's coming out the day after my birthday, which is fun. But I need to catch up first. I've got a lot of catching up to do. What do I think? We could try the gondola. We might die, but The trolley seems the most feasible, I do agree. It does seem the least risky of our options, and I can't imagine one gate is enough to thwart you. I'd like to know a bit more before we dash off in search of it, though. Perhaps Zunzun can offer an insight. Okay. Zunzun! Ooh, a chest coffer. It will be a lower level than my current situation, but if it looks good, I could glamour it. Oh, valued customers! Worthy of a mode of help. Other fashion, they told us of a trolley that runs to Nabafarang at least. But am I correct in thinking that there was a reason you did not do so yourself when we first asked? Yes, the gate you see. It's impassable. Before there was a hulking thing of stone, the Talos. It opened the gate, they say. But none operate such a thing now. I do not even know if it yet exists. It's a weekly that's super difficult content that you also cannot get with the best rewards unless you play with randomly selected equipment. Oh, interesting. Okay. So you're trying to grind up all of your equipment. That's fair. Well, I hope you have a good time with it. And I hope it's not too, irritating, I suppose. Because sometimes you can get, challenges. And they can be quite fun, even though they're difficult. And sometimes they're just a pain in the neck. I do not know, but you should travel east to Mount Beeren Mines. That is where the trolley controls stand. I still see miners there from time to time. If anyone knows what happened to the Talos, it would be them. Thank you, you've been a great help. We're off to Mount Beeren then. Let's hope that someone will be there to answer our questions. Okay, we're off travelling. I like these guys. I don't know why, I like them all. So I need my kitty cat, and we're going off in this direction. Oh, there's an aetheryte over there. That's good. In some games, in some of the expansions, some of the worlds, there's such big gaps between the aetherytes, which obviously I understand. But when you've not discovered a part of a map yet and you have to keep on going, running so far to get to things, it's it's so long. Especially when you don't have the speed upgrades for the area yet. There's a lot of equipment out there and players have figured out all kinds of unstoppable strategies. Oh, cool! Now they have to leave their comfort zone and adapt on the fly. That does sound fun. As good as it is to know things, it's definitely fun to shake things up. It makes it more accessible to people as well, doesn't it? Because everyone's kind of on a more even playing field trying to learn things, right? Oh, the Mochi! I'm part of a company, a group, and it's called Mochi. My model artist invited me to it. The scale of the track is impressive, I'll give them that. Now we only need to follow it until we come to the mines. Mochi Mochi! That was such a fun little DLC, that. I definitely wasn't expecting it, but it was so silly. But I wonder if I'm more on track for these things now. So, it was 14.6, 16.7. I might be able to find it. Let's have a look. Let's go for a bit of a trot. Because if I can find it while we're en route, that would definitely be helpful. So it's 14.6 which I've gone past, and 16.7. Would that be this way? It would be. Let's go a bit off track and see if I can find the ether current. So it'll be good to pick it up while we're here. I think I need to go over that bridge. Unless I already have this one. I don't think I've been here though. No, I definitely haven't been. Okay, cool. So we'll go round. Trying to get to that bridge over the other side. Dun, 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 dun. Actually, wait, there could be another one over here. 2832, 3010. I mean, how far up this way can we go? That's right over here somewhere. Right, so we can't get that. That's fine. So how do I get to... Ah, 3010's like over here somewhere, so I might already have that one. 28, 32, 20... I might be able to get 24. Well, either way, I'm going to 14, 16 at the moment. Where is this bridge? There it is. 14, 16. So I don't know when I'm next going to be over here. Watch the next quest send me this way, but it's better just to check. That's fair. I guess you need to have a certain amount of levels to start with. But if people are trying to work things out, it's kind of like everyone's trying to work it out together. Does that make sense, or am I just speaking nonsense? It's kind of like with Path of Exile when a new league starts. Obviously there are going to be people who are better prepared for it. But everyone's kind of starting anew, if that makes sense. I have lost track of this. Where are we? 14, 6, 16, 7. 16, 7. So it should be over here somewhere. Hello? Well, I'm going to pop in here and grab this first. Because I've definitely lost it. In theory, yeah, in theory. Obviously in practice it's very different to in theory. How's the community in Final Fantasy? I find it's a pretty welcoming community. Most are very happy to help. You obviously do get those who are a little bit... Oh, there it is! You do get those who are a little bit... Well, that's the case in all communities. But there's definitely been plenty of time where people have been more than happy to explain things, more than happy to point things out. And like, when you go into a dungeon and you're like, oh, it's the first time I've done this one, everyone's like, if you need help with the mechanics, just let us know, and all of that sort of stuff. So I think it's pretty good. It's definitely been a lot nicer since I've become DPS, because I started playing this game as healer, as White Mage, and people were a bit ruder to me when I was a healer. I wasn't good under the pressure of it. But as DPS, there's less risk involved. I'm less responsible. You haven't seen anyone be weird in my Twitch chat either. Oh no, definitely. When people have come by, everyone's been very nice about it as well. And everyone's like, oh, if you need a party, I can come and be like your tank or whatever. And I'm like, oh yeah, sure. So I start partying up with people. It's definitely fun. It's a fun one to it's a fun one to stream, that's for sure. Yeah, I had a couple of times when I used to play healer where people got particularly salty with me in dungeons. And I was still there with my little sprout, because this sprout means you're like a newer player. And I was quite low leveled, so I was clearly like new. And I'm just there, just like, I'm learning. Please be kind, I'm learning. But most people are fine, it's a rarity. Bit of a mess, isn't it? But the mechanisms for dispatching the trolley are here, just as Zoom said. Unfortunately, anyone who might know how to use them is not. We might wait for Zoom's mysterious miners to appear, or have a look around and see if we can deduce anything useful in their absence. I'm in favour of the latter. Something near the entrance to the mines proper, court. Is it Urionja's? Aye. Meet us there if we find anything. Oh no, I agree. I think it's important to teach people, like, as I've played more, even I have had a couple of times where I've been like to someone, have you tried doing this? Or I'll keep an eye out for that, like, which is quite fun because I'm not normally in that seat when it comes to games. I'm normally the one that needs everything explained to me, but there's been a couple of times where I've been able to help people with stuff, and I just feel happy that I can help. Is there another one over here? So I always try to help because I know how it feels not knowing. And some of the mechanics are complicated, especially when you're new. I'm still finding some of them very complicated, but I'm much better than I was. Wish I had more nice players in Warframe. Is Warframe a bit elitist? Are they a bit grumpy in Warframe? Right, I've got one more over here to get. But where? But where? Hello? Any sparkles? Any sparkles? Oh, I just saw the DC logo show up there. Don't do that. Warframe's pretty good most of the time. It's not one I've ever played. I know about it, I've just never really played it. Right, so what I'm trying to do is, I'm looking in this red circle. I'm guessing for a sparkle. And I was using the mini-map in this corner, but I'm not finding anything. A few people ruin it for everybody. That's the case in a lot of communities though, isn't it? I think we've spoken about that before. It's normally the loud minority. It's not many of the people, but they're loud enough to make it seem like they're most of the people, and it really dampens your opinion of a community. I get that sometimes on Twitter when it comes to streaming and VTubing. Sometimes I kind of feel that way. But the reality is most people are super duper lovely. You just get some people with very loud voices who just come along and try to be a big old party pooper. What am I looking for? Is it in the building? Hello? It is in the building. Conspicuous cup. Oh, you see a lot of people showing up on people's streams and being mad. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that's no fun. You need to be realistic with these things, don't you? I'm sorry to hear you had such a bad experience with it though, Beef. I'm going this way to speak to Mr. Shakespeare. Mr. Shakespeare, come over and say some stuff that I won't understand. Because you have to say so many words to say the most simple of things. Go away, gnome! Oh, come on then, I'll fight you. Come on, gnome. I'll give my... I'm getting my burb out. Give me a second, gnome. I'm getting my burb out. Get them, burb! Get them! You can do it, burb. There we go, cool. Adora, what hast thou discerned? I found a burb. I see, indeed, thine observations are consistent with mine own. Let us refrain from further discussion ere our comrades arrive. Let us wait for our mates to show up. Ample evidence of recent maintenance and a lukewarm tea besides. The levers for switching tracks look like they were in good condition, though I couldn't move them myself. No ordinary person could, I think. It is my belief that no person is meant to. It's meant to be these guys. This Talos bereaf more than a passing resemblance to the golems of the source. Oh jeez, please just speak normal English. Nor doth it appear to be the sole example of its kind. The proliferation of Talos fragments, as well as the enormity of the mechanisms here, suggest a considerable number were once in operation. That wasn't as bad as he can get, to be fair. Alas, this specimen and its fellows now lie lifeless and broken, and know not how to repair them that they might facilitate our passage through the gate. And without aid of the Talos, even if thou wert somehow able to unbar the trolley's path, we would still have no means of propelling it. We might not know how to prepare Talos, but someone must, otherwise why keep everything else in working order? Whoever is maintaining the cars and rails must know something that we don't. Let's ask them what that is, shall we? Oh! Gasp! Oh, grumpy brows. Adora, I do believe you'll find a person of some interest skulking in the shadows behind the warehouses of the northwestern side of the tracks. Oh, someone's skulking over there. While you two have a friendly chat, the rest of us will gently encourage those to the south to coming out of hiding. Defend yourselves as necessary, of course, but do try to keep everyone in one piece. Off we go then. Hot. Just taking a small sip of my drink. Right, so we need to go over here, do we? Go and talk to someone who's skulking over here. Whoop! Is it going to be like another Maud, or is it going to be a person? Hello? Hello? Boop, boop. It is a person! Suspicious man. Wicked White, where did you come from? No, never mind that. You have no business here, of that I'm sure. I'm under attack. Get him, Burb! Get him, Burb! Go, Burb, go! Well done, Burb. He got ambushed. He couldn't handle the Burb. Well done, Burb. Let me just pet the Burb. Well done, Burb. Right. You can tell when I got my chocobo, which was a long time ago. It was when I originally played this. You can tell what I was craving at the time, so I did call them Flump. So I was in a Flump mood. I was in a mood for marshmallows, clearly. Right. That's true. What would you like to name your new son? Suspicious Man? Well, the thing is it that his first name is Suspicious and his second man is Man? His second name is Man. So he was born to a Mr. and Mrs. Man, and they called him Suspicious. That's just bullying at that point, isn't it? Oh, well-muscled man! Fresh-faced man! Here we go. Good to hear. They must be siblings or something, Beef. And these two weren't much trouble either. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. Us? We're not the brigands, come to take what isn't ours? Do we honestly look like we need to steal? What, some rusted bits of iron? Don't be absurd, we're not here to rob you. They're building up an entire lore. An unlikely story. You look well... What? What do I look? What do I look? Tell me. You don't look normal, that's for certain. You don't have any wares, so you're clearly not merchants. Travellers never pass this way. The only reason you would come all the way out here is to strip the machinery for parts. Ah, but we are travellers. Oh, his name is Faff. Faff? Faith? Faith? I have an idea. What if, once upon a time, a lovely lady of noble birth ventured forth in search of her lost love, joined by two most loyal servants, sworn to follow her unto the world's end. On their journey they met a sorcerer, as ancient as time themselves. Moved by the lady's devotion, he offered to be their guide. And they turned up here somehow. What? This is an elaborate story. I can only assume that you're being intentionally obtuse, but in the unlikely event that is serious conjecture, no. The tongue-tied starting. I suppose I am a bodyguard of sort, but we have a rather large concerns than fairy tale romances. Though I would fain hear more of this aged sorcerer and his heroic deeds. Gods grant me strength. If I may, we're actually searching for a means by which to travel to Nabatha-Ring, and we were hoping that the trolley here might be offering a solution. I realise that we haven't gotten off to the best of starts, but if you know anything about how we might get it working again... The trolley? The trolley! You should have led with that. We're always keen to discuss the trolley. It definitely seems like a Nimona moment, doesn't it? We're both engineers in training, in fact. Jerk and Faith at your service. Well, we've got names for them now. The law's expanding. Technically, I'm a miner, and he does repair work, but our true passion is the trolley. We're working with a few other folks to get it up and running again. And before you ask, yes, it's true that there's little in need of transport these days, but there's no reason to consign a miracle of mechanical innovation to dust. The mere sight of it travelling the track once again would make hearts sore, mark my words. You'll hear no argument from us. What progress have you made thus far? Not as much as we would like, truth be told. Well, is there anything that we could do to assist you? We could gather materials or help put pieces together. It's a slight more complicated than that, I'm afraid. If you spoke with Magnus, you'd understand. He's the only one with full knowledge of the trolley's operation. Your high school did a production of Meet Me in St. Louis. Oh, I see. Clang, clang went the trolley. I suppose you could speak with him if you like. We'll introduce you. Very well. Our options are limited, and if this Magnus can explain whatever is preventing the trolley from being restored, I'd like to hear it. Right. It looks like you'll be following us back to Twine then. Okay. Listen to any good music lately? Not really, I've not been listening to much music. I'll tell you what I've had in my head for a few days though, is from the Final Fantasy VII remakes, which I've not played, I've just heard the sound snippet a lot. It's like a dog song that goes like bow wow wow, bow wow wow. I've just had that just going in my head on like repeat. And it's driving me a bit crazy. Okay. Yeah, go and look after your friend. I did kind of beat the living daylights out of him. Well, my bird did. My bird beat the living daylights out of him. Let us as well open this coffer. Bow wow wow, bow wow wow. Oh, I don't think I'm going to like how this one looks. Which is fun, it just means I won't glamour it. Because my armour is stronger anyway. Yeah, I can sell that. I will sell that when we next get to a whatchamacallit? A bell. I knew the word I wanted, so I can speak to my cat butler. So I may as well pop back onto this. The only time I really listen to music these days is when I'm driving. Whoop! So it often ends up being the same playlists on my Spotify because they're already playing. I should try and like find some extra stuff to listen to. Though to be fair, the Katamari Damacy soundtrack was put on Spotify, wasn't it? Damn, that's smart. Oh, hey! Hey! I was trying to talk to a man. Yeah, you go away. Right, okay. And did he have to thump me so hard? I'll be feeling that for the next fortnight at least. Naught to be done about it now though. I've pointed your overeager companions in the right direction and they've gone on ahead, so we need to get moving. Normally we'd walk on top of the tracks, but seeing as the young lady has a much shorter stride, that's more perilous as a route than uncomfortable suggesting. Wouldn't want anyone falling through the gaps. Of course, the low road presents other dangers, but having been on the receiving end of your friend's blows, I'm not worried on that account. My bird's just up here fighting someone! You're right over here, bird. You can finish it off. Arknight soundtrack. You don't even play the game, the music's just that good. That's fair. Has anyone else seen that, what's it called? The Something of the Necromancers. It's like a rhythm game, but they're doing like a collaboration with Miku, which is fun. Crypt of the Necrodancer, that's the one. Yeah, they're doing a collaboration with Miku, aren't they? Me equals trains. That sounds fun. Here we go. Wait a moment, I think I hear something. Oh, that's something all right. Run! Or from my burb. I mean, my bird can handle one of these guys. Go on, burb. Go on, burb. You can do it, burb. No, I'll help. I'll help. I am a smidge over-leveled for these guys. My bird is probably due an upgrade soon. Maybe I should check him in a second. Burb. Companion. Oh, nearly there. We're getting close. And then we'll be able to upgrade one of its things. Okay. Onwards. You also finished learning your first really difficult song on bass guitar the other day, and I've been working on a second one. Hoping to get an entire album, 8 songs under your belt. None of the songs are easy. I'm sure you can do it with some time. You can do anything you put your mind to if you put in the time and practice. That's the hard bit, putting in the time and practice when you've got other things in life that takes up your energy. It makes it hard to learn new things like that. But wishing you the best of luck. Hello! Go, Burb, go! Go, Burb! Go, Burb! One Burb down! Oh, I love that song, Hysteria by Muse. I do like some Muse songs. I don't know a lot of them. I'm not going to start saying, oh, I know all these things about Muse. But I know a few songs. Sorry about that. I'll admit, I didn't expect this route to be quite so fraught with danger. We're nearly to Twine though, so we should make it without further incidents. Okie dokies. Oh, speaking of... I feel like I missed some quests. Unless the number's going to keep on going down. It is! Okay, it's going to be quests over in Twine then. Good stuff. We can pick those up and get some more of the ether currents. Bow wow wow, bow wow wow. I'll say one song that has quite a good bass line is Elvis by AOA, a K-pop group that disbanded a while ago now. But their debut song Elvis has a really nice twangy bass line. Welcome to Twine. The original dwellings were built to house those labourers tasked with building the track. Over time, miners came to seek their fortunes, and that's what made the town grow to what you see before you today. But there was still the trolley that brought them here. As you've doubtless noticed, the track goes into the very heart of the town. It was the heart of the town, back when the trolley still carried everyone home, at the end of each hard day in the mines. Now there's no trolley, nor much work to be had in the mines for that matter. Only the residents that remain are destitute, the delusional, and those with nowhere else to go, or so they say. That should give you some indication of what to expect when you meet Magnus. As I said, I will help you understand why we can't get the trolley running. Just don't expect too much aside from that. Well, that's encouraging, but I don't see that we have much choice. Let's go meet the man. Well, I will, but I would like to go and attune with the Aetheryte first, please. Ah. Oh, I've been to this one. Fair enough. I've gone in a big circle without realising. There should be a couple of quests in this town, though. If I'm reading this correctly. They may have not unlocked yet, though's the thing. So I'll just need to keep an eye on it. It looks like they've not unlocked yet. That's alright, though. That's no problem. Is more the speed picking right hand work out of an album? Yeah, some people like kind of joke about how bass playing's like the easy instrument. It's definitely not, though. If you get a proper hectic bass line, it can be difficult. You can be like having your hand like flying all over the place, can't you? Who are you supposed to be? Never seen the three of you in my life. Or the four of you. Wicked White, if you're going to bother me, at least have the damn courtesy to stand still. Oh, he's very drunk. Methinks this one is deep in his cups. That's a good way to say this guy is absolutely plastered. This guy is off his head drunk. Methinks this one is deep in his cups. Very polite of you. Oh my god. Something about that really tickled me. These are my guests, Magnus. We ran into them at the mines. They're looking for a way to reach Nabatharang, so they came to ask about the trolley, you see. What? There's nothing in Nabatharang. Not anymore. And especially not for frail little girls. Give it up. No, we must reach Nabatharang. I must. Your fine motor skills seem to impact your thumbs more than it does your other fingers. I can imagine like the crab hand to hold a pick might be quite difficult then. So you have your heart set on it. The world doesn't care. The place is a ruin, nothing more. And you're not getting there in the trolley. The thing doesn't run on hopes or dreams. We're not fools. It's necessity that drives us to Nabatharang. If you insist that the trolley is not an option, at least tell us why. No, I'm sick of people asking me about the blasted thing. Leave me be. This man needs some water and a kebab. This is what this guy needs. We'll speak outside. We need to get him a greasy kebab from like a random shop on like a corner where you've gone there so often after a night out that the people know your name. That's what you need. Come on in, we'll go outside. He only said that because he thinks I'm weak, and he's right. But I can't be. I won't be forever. There has to be some way. I must find it. Okay, next quest. Oh, I get some trousers. Is that one of the quests that I need to... No. Okay, we're a few quests out from unlocking those then. Oh, I'm sorry. Stuck in my own head again. It's clear that Magnus has no intention of helping us, but perhaps we should ask the other residents. They may know something of the trolley. I'll take the north side of town. Let me know if you learn anything. You have a long way to go, but that's where everyone starts. And obviously people have different limitations, but everyone starts like having to figure it all out, don't they? It takes a long time to get the hang of these things. Some people longer than others for reasons they can't help, but it's still a journey that everyone needs to take for these things, isn't it? Thancred, art thou truly content to stand witness to fate's course and take no part? This isn't a matter of fate, Urianger. It's about choice, and I've had years to decide where I stand. Mephilia has spent too long in chains already. I would not shackle her again by making her hopes known. Look at this person waving behind me. I'll wave in a second, my man. It is for her to choose what shape her destiny will take. It is for me to stay silent to protect her, teach her and stand by her. That at least I can do for her. Oh, they left. I was going to wave back at them. Oh no. They waved at me. If I see them, oh, they're there. I'll give them a wave in a second. So be it. Come, let us make our own inquiries. Is this one of you guys, or is it just a funny coincidence? Hello. Because if that's just a coincidence, that's quite funny. But that kind of really advanced stuff is also a matter of picking and choosing which advanced techniques to learn. That's fair, that's valid. So if you're a philosophy PhD candidate is your day job. That's what I was saying before, like, it's difficult to learn these things that take so much time and skill when you've got so much of your daily life taken up by educational stuff, job stuff, do you know what I mean? There's only so much time in the day. So it's more difficult to keep a consistent, what's the word, work and progress on these things. I feel like it's going to be very much kind of like an up and down, back and forth situation. And it's also very hard to stay consistent in terms of commitment, just because when life has so much going on, it's very tiring. And sometimes you can't then be like, oh, I really want to pick up this thing and try to learn this, because you're just so tired from other stuff that you need to get done. No, I mean, does that make sense? I don't know. I don't know. There you are. You'll be pleased to know that I've got our friends back home with no trouble, and he's just fine. Just a bit shaken up is all. What did Magnus have to say? He was deep in his cups. I did have faint hope that your need might prompt him to action where our interest has not. But I suppose it was foolish of me. I'm sorry that we couldn't be of help though. I could at least show you the trolley car we have here if you like. Give it a stroke or two. It has a very smooth wood. Oh, okay. You mean to say you're giving up? Even knowing that Magnus is Magnus? Oh, you're not giving up, sorry. I don't see much point in your being stubborn about it, though perhaps stubbornness is exactly what the situation calls for. Can't forge iron without an anvil, after all. I can't imagine that anything you try will work, but if you're certain, you can help me make preparations in the event that it does. You've been more motivated lately. Well, I'm glad to hear that. You've gone more than 2 years without practicing. Well, I'm glad to hear you're getting back into things. Motivation is very difficult. I can understand that entirely. I'll take this toolbox. I'll have a look along the tracks for anything that's in need of repair. You bring the tools and be ready to hand them to me whenever I stop to work. Okay. So I've got to deliver this toolbox. You want to see a bunny ride a dog? Well, I can make that happen if you give me a second. Yep. Hey, why didn't you do it? Let's try that again. Ta-da! Bunny is riding a dog. And we can give it a pet for good measure. Good doggy. Go on, I'll keep the doggy for a bit. My dress does not like the doggy very much though. I'm going... How are you doing though, Reen? I hope you're good. I'm going over here. Are you up there though? Are you up there? You are up there! Oh heck. Back up I go. Hey there, Fruit. I started checking Shadowbringers a little while ago, I think. I've done... Ilmeg. I've done the forest with the rabbits, and now I'm trying to go to Nabath Areg, I think it is. Areng. I've been playing a lot through. I've been playing off stream an awful lot. Here we go, this is where I need to go. I did do the event off stream, Reen. How are you doing though, Fru? I hope you're good. I've been playing it like most nights. So I need to open the toolbox next to you. I got the zoomies. Yeah, I've been playing it most nights. So I have made a lot of progress. So we'll open the toolbox. In this case, well, the bolt is loose for one matter, We can't have that. I'll need to tighten it. Thank you for the hydrate. And the stretch.
Posture check!
I will do that now. The music did change, yeah. A lot of people have been talking about being really happy about the music. So I've got my big boy wolf, I've got my little minion pup, and I've got the armour. Give me one moment. I basically did it the day the event came on, so it was very busy everywhere. You could see where you needed to go because there was just so many people crowded there. It was fun though. It was a good event. I enjoyed it. Continue along the track. So is he further down the same track? Yes. Yes, he is. What did I think of the time with the Fae? I liked the Fae, like the pixies and stuff. I liked the Light Warden battle for that area. I've been enjoying the Light Warden battles in general, to be honest. Meow! No, I've been enjoying this expansion in general, like an awful lot. I think it's too soon to say it's the one I've enjoyed the most, because I've really enjoyed all of them so far, but I'm having a very good time with this one. I'm handy to have around, well that's good to know. Lamp here. We need to do it properly. Okay. Post seems to have splintered. I sand it down a bit. So you'll need, I guess, a rough file, because you said you were going to sand it down. That would make the most sense. I say as if I can be trusted with any tool in the world. I really cannot. I have tools. I have hammers and I have screwdrivers and I've got a big old wrench and I've got a power drill and I have used them. But I shouldn't be allowed to use them. I feel like I can't be trusted. The screwdrivers are alright, to be fair. It's more like the heavy going guys. Okay, we'll bring some varnish along next time. Move along. I'm not bothering to read this one because it's just going on about tools. This is a bit more relevant though. Here we go. Mining has always been the primary vocation of folks in the Hills of Amber, you see, but after a certain point they had dug up everything that had easily been reached. That could easily be reached and carried back to it by manpower alone. It was then that the Nabath Empire struck upon an idea with the Talos, which had seen to work abroad. I'm tongue-tying all over the place. At great expense, Nabath brought the Minstrel engineers, who specialised in Talos here, to the hills. And wouldn't you know it, the mining industry picked up right up again. It's normally around 2 hours when doing Final Fantasy the tongue-tied starts happening. Twine itself sprung up around that time, as a matter of fact. It was named after the entwining of tales, the fruitful cooperation between the native Ronso and the newly come Mistel. But that, like so much else, fell apart in the wake of the flood. The Mistel left, taking their knowledge with them. It was 15 years ago that the last of them left. The folks from Daedalus Stoneworks took off for Yulmore, and now no one remains that can repair and operate the Talos. But there's no use in lamenting what can't be changed, and there's one more thing we need to do while we're out here. Might as well get to it. Okay, so this is more just general story stuff rather than background stuff. So I will skip on past. Okay. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Remove the nests. Hop. Is this one of you? Oh! Get rid of this guy. I'm very jealous of the sheep. Okay. Hello. And I can do. Bing. Right. Up. Oh, I nearly fell down. That would have been good. Hello, Sora. How are you doing? Right, grab this one. Go, Bub, go! Oh, no, 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 not doing that. No, 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 no. And then, I'm guessing the last nest is in this direction. Okay. Over here it looks like. There is no point in getting on the minion, you may as well just trot on over. Must have taken ages to build these. It's been a long time since you've been here. Well, no need to apologise, life happens. I'm happy to see you whenever you can pop by. And when you can't, that's no worry at all, I entirely understand. Oop. Try and aim for the right guy. Come on, there you go. No. I saw that AoE, you can't do that to me. You are not allowed. Here we go. One more should be enough. Boop. Right, now where do we need to go? We need to go all the way back. Well, I will get my cat out. Bop, bop, bop. I do have a gun. So I've got that ready as like a weapon. So if anyone's naughty, I can go like pew pew pew. It's weird seeing the time delay between the stream and the game. It's a good 2 or 3 seconds. There is a delay on the stream, definitely. I did set it to do as little delay as possible, but I guess it's just how it works. It's going to take a bit of time to load up. Thank you for the help. Okay. Magnus is a real proper trolley engineer, and perhaps he would never have left this place had it not been for his son. As you're well aware, Armorang is hardly the safest place, and Magnus wanted his child to grow up away from its dangers. It didn't help in the end. The Sin Eaters got the boy. The Sin Eaters got the boy! Isn't that always the way? The child had always said that someday he wanted to see Magnus's trolley running again, so in his memory they returned to the Twine. Started fixing those rusted rails and broken cars, and it was all going well for a time. It was you! I did wonder if it was someone. That's fair enough. It's cool to see that you're a mentor, that's pretty cool. Vultures are back for revenge? I don't want to find out. Okay. Here we go. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. I did wonder if it was someone. It's fun though, I do like that. It's a shame on one hand because I am on American servers, so I know there's other people in the UK who obviously can't come over and say hello. But maybe I'll go back at some point, I don't know. But in turn, there's lots of people who can join me while I'm over on this one, so I suppose no matter what, there's always going to be some people who are left out, unfortunately. Nice work out there. And now you know the story of the trolley. Won't do you much good without a Talos, though. If there was even a single one that still functioned, things might be different, but, well, here we are. Okay. Not that it'll do you any good, but we do have a Talos we've been meaning to repair. I can show you if you'd like. It'll certainly be nice to hear something other than Magnus's griping for a change. Do I have anything planned for this weekend? Not currently. I should try and do something this weekend, but I think the weather's meant to be kind of bad, right? I've got some chores that I need to do, though, boringly enough. I've got to do some cleaning and get some laundry done. Oh, it sounds so boring. Are you doing anything nice? And the same goes for anyone else. Anything nice this weekend? I think once the work has died down for me, I'm just going to want to have a break, I'll be honest with you. Where is this guy? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Wait. Grading papers and working on your dissertation, that's fair enough. I used to play a lot. Right now I'm sort of on a break waiting for Dawn Trail. I log in once a week to do the weekly tasks like the Catpot Lottery. That's fair enough. I'm hoping to get onto Dawn Trail when it comes out. I don't mind if I'm not on it like bang on release, but I would like to get on it close to the release, just so I can kind of like experience it with people. But I am off the week it's coming out, because if I remember correctly, it's coming out the 2nd of July, and my birthday is the 1st of July, so I've taken that whole week off. So I might just be playing that for like an entire week, who knows? Imagine I just stream it every single day. But there would be spoilers for people, wouldn't it? This weekend is the dread starting grading of the formal lab reports. Oh no! The pair of you are just grading all these papers. It is the new expansion. Yes, there's a new expansion coming out in July. I think. It's coming out soon regardless. The pre-orders went up not that long ago. Truly a most vexing state of affairs. I thought mayhap a closer examination might yield something of value. I see. The means to build tallow stone by stone are lost to us. 'Tis true, but here before us slumbers the most fine specimen. Is anyone else thinking of trying about one of the new classes? I'm very tempted by that Pictomancer, but I imagine that a lot of people are going to be using it. The world famous Tofu! Oh my goodness! How are you doing, Fig? I hope you're well. You're excited to try Viper when it comes out? Oh, honestly, the DPS queues are going to be a nightmare, and I main DPS.
Killer Tofu!
It's indeed Killer Tofu with a gun. But no, the queues are going to be torturous, I do agree. To likely repair require naught but a few modest repairs and a suffusion of ether. Interested in trying out the Beastmaster class? It is very interesting. Maybe I'll try out both of them a bit, I don't know. You excited for Viper as well? But you're a tank main, so you'll probably just do that. You see, I main DPS. The DPS queues are already like the longest queues. It's going to become so much worse. Yeah, you can play the game in queue. I understand entirely. I was doing a couple of duties yesterday to unlock an emote, and I was waiting like 45 minutes. But obviously that's as DPS. And it was just like, oh, so long, so long. You also try all of the new classes because you have mostly all of the jobs max. Oh, I see. That's pretty cool. You like how busy and chaotic it is. I started as White Mage, and I got up to like level 70, I think, as White Mage, or close to it. I could not handle the stress though, so I did change to DPS when I came back. You're not too excited about Pictomancer, but Viper seems neat. Not sure that it will be enough to be your new main though. That's fair enough. I thought the Pictomancer looked very pretty. But I guess we'll find out what I end up doing. I have played Kingdom Hearts. Yes, Sora, I have. You need a tank or healer main friend to play a party with. Definitely. I sometimes party up with my model artist and my mod. And my mod Cookie sometimes goes healer. Because they're leveling up the one with the cards. I can't remember what it's called. But that does mean we're not up to... They're not quite up to main story quest level on that role yet, on that class. But sometimes that does definitely make things a lot faster. So it ends up being me and my model artist both as DPS and my mod as the healer. Which is definitely an improvement. I should try and get back into healer, but I think I'm a very stressy person. I get overwhelmed quite easily, which is not good on these later dungeons. I think if I tried to go into one of these later dungeons as healer, I would probably cry. Mechanist was definitely a good choice for me though. Definitely. As someone, like I say, who gets stressed out quite easily, it's a lot less stress. it's much easier over time, but as I get more used to the mechanics, I would like to reach out and try some other things a bit more. Try Sage now for healing. Do you think it would stress me out, or do you think I'd be alright? If you're thinking of the thing up and running, far be it from me to stop you. Okay. I should stress that I have performed only the most cursory of examinations, though such arcane constructs are not wholly unfamiliar to me, as I did suspect from the first. It is a host to a network of veins through which ether floweth freely. Or so it would, were it not for several fractures which now impede said flow. So we need some potty filler, the stuff you use in the bathroom, and then we can put some ether back in. I should try every job. I do agree. I should try some more of the jobs. I do want to try some more of them as well, to be honest. With Sage being a bit weaker in terms of upfront healers and mainly built for mitigation, I think it'll stress me out. Or that already does sound like it'll stress me out. It's the most... That's it. People blame you when it goes wrong. Like, the community in general on Final Fantasy XIV have been amazing, right? Really, really nice, really, really welcoming. The only time I experienced rudeness from people or aggression from people was when I played as healer, and I did get some absolute meanies, and I was there in a low-level dungeon in my low-level outfit with my little sprout next to my name being like, "Hi, I'm new," and then people would be so mean. And I'm there trying to learn. So obviously I make mistakes, and some people were quite rude about it. How the hells did you get all of that from just one glance? I take it you thought up the solution as well then? To bridge these fissures requireth a material highly conductive to ether. Once in place, I believe it will be possible to restore the Talos to life. With the jobs that start at a higher level, I recommend trying them out in the Palace of the Dead, as it requires you... It starts you off with at level 1. Oh, I see. I think I've done the Palace of Dead before. I didn't get far though. Requires a bit more forethought than others. I'll do some research. I feel like I should try healer again, and I've not tried tank yet, so I should try tank. I'll give the classes a bit of research. Ask me anything about the game and I'll be very mean about it. You're not hitting your buttons hard enough. Honestly, it's quite funny. When I'm in calls with my friends when we're playing, I have a very bad habit of, you got your main moves that you kind of cycle through and you do other moves in between. I don't wait for the timer to go down on the recast. You can just hear me going tap 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 tap. And you can see it on the screen as well because the button's flashing. It's such a bad habit, and it doesn't help with the strain in my hands because I've got hand strain problems, and I'm just there going tap 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 tap. You do the same thing, Fig. Honestly, Cookie pointed it out to me the other day, and I was like, I get impatient. I want to cast it as soon as it's ready. Tap 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 tap. I need to stop doing it. I need to stop doing it. You never know. It means I'm ready as soon as it's ready. As soon as the countdown's over, I'm casting a new one straight away. It's a good idea because of the queue system. It used to help with the latency. Ah, big brain. I had it worked out from the start. Unknowingly, I had it all worked out. I do it. And then sometimes I'll start clicking other buttons. So I've got my hand over the keyboard for some of the buttons, and I start clicking other ones. And some people have been like to me, you shouldn't be clicking your buttons. You got the shortcuts on the keys. And I'm like, I know I do, but it helps me multitask because I can concentrate on one half of my stuff with one hand, and the other half of my stuff with my other hand. So it works. It works for me at the moment. It won't always work, but for right now it works, so I will take it. Not far beyond the walls of twine dwelleth a creature of living stone. the debitage. For sure am I that stone from such a being would prove most suitable to our needs. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and 3 got you better at timing your presses. I've never played Xenoblade. I know about Xenoblade, I've just never played it. Very good. I shall have Thancred and Minfilia attend me in the remaining preparations. I spied but 3 obstructions to the flow of ether in Telos, and thus I would ask you to provide 3 stones of the debitage. All else will be made ready upon thy return. There's this thing called slide casting. In essence, you can move while casting, but only in a specific window of the cast timer. Ah! Oh, I can understand it being a bit more intense in the high-end raids. I can understand that. Not to mean I think people should be rude, but I can understand it being a bit more intense, I suppose. But I don't think people should be rude in normal dungeons. Oh! Is that the one I need for the ether? It is! Ha 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 ha! Let me go down here and grab this before I get that debitage, in case it's over in that direction. When cast is at less than half a second, the game will count it as finished and you can move. Oh, that's good to know. Because it's definitely a bit of a pain in the butt how some attacks, you can't move while doing them. That's not really a problem on Mechanist, I've noticed. But on Healer and stuff, it definitely is. Hello. Right, get this. So I'm guessing I don't have the other 2 unlocked yet, which is fine. You never get mad at anyone. Oh no, yeah. I think there's a difference between getting mad and getting frustrated. Do you know what I mean? And I can appreciate in something that's a lot more high level and more intense, there could be a level of frustration. But I think there's nothing wrong with expressing frustration, but I don't think you should be outright raging at people. You can express annoyance, absolutely. But, you know, it's kind of like be considerate, do you know what I mean? Be nice to people. Like, because what if it was like your first time you've done like one of the higher level raids, and then someone turns around and they're just like, oh, you're absolutely rubbish! Ah, I'm not paying attention, I'm gonna get hit. That's my fault. You'll see casters doing the stutter step movement. They'll start moving, and then start a new cast and repeat. That's interesting. That's very good to know. Very good to know indeed. I will also search for the scavengers while I'm here, because I think I'm in the correct place. No, I'm not. I was not that far away. I can do that while I'm out here. Let me get my burb back out. Burb? Burb? Let's go! Go, burb, go! Because you're close to leveling up, buddy. But yeah, that's all I think it is. It's like, because things do get frustrating, right? And there's nothing wrong with being like, oh, this is such a pain. Oh, this is taking longer than I expected, or like things like that. But I don't think you should be downright aggressive to people. And that comes in a lot of instances, right? It's kind of like unnecessary. But I'm also not one who easily angers. Like genuinely angers. I get annoyed at things, but I don't get genuinely, truly angry very easily. So I guess my stance might be a bit different on that for that reason. I get wound up and all of that, but it's rare that I'm like genuinely angry. Okay, so we've got our stones. I'll search for the scavengers while we're out here, so I can get that ether. Because we'll get the experience for discovering the map as well. We might find more ether stuff actually. Do I have all of the currents? Travel ethers. Oh, I'm missing 1 current. Which is it most likely to be? I'm not sure. Let's see. I think it's most likely to be the 28 one. But that's all the way over here, so we're not going to get that anytime soon. Or it could be the 24 one. 24... Oh, it could be down here somewhere. We're not going to go down there at the moment. That's fine. Let's go after these scavengers, though. When I used to do more PF content, I'd go into 100% full expecting a wipe. And the description of progress point is wrong. I think when you go into the really difficult stuff, I think you should just expect to get wiped at least once, right? My evil twin redeem is down for now. Only because I forgot to sort it out for the worm. So I need to sort it out for the worm, which won't take me long at all. I've just been busy. And then I'll put it back up so then it works for all of the models. Because I wouldn't want to be the worm and have someone redeem the photo and not be able to use it. I'd feel bad. So I just need to get that sorted. And it won't take me long. I just haven't had the time to do it. Get off my cat. So scavenger's plural, so I guess I'm going to have to find another one. So I remembered to set up the glasses and I remembered to set up the head pats. Just completely forgot about the evil twin. Okay, there we go. Let's talk to you. And then we'll find the other couple if there's more. I'm guessing there's going to be more. Or is there only one? Nope, there's more. Cool, let's go and get the others. These online role-playing games definitely leave you very little time to do anything else. It's mostly been work that's been the problem. My work's been very busy this week. But there's a floating sword. Oh, I see. It's a guy. Okay, but it's due to calm down at the end of this week, so I'll have more time. When the fight goes well, you'll be pleasantly surprised. No, I can understand that logic. Whoop. Here we go. Right, let's get this. But yeah, it's kind of like with my work at the moment. It's like the busiest time of year. So, it's very crazy. It's very crazy. Which is why my streams have been a bit all over the place. Finished the end of fiscal quarter. Yeah, it's the end of the tax year here in the UK. Tomorrow's the end of tax year. So everything's been going a bit crazy because of that. And there's like very tight deadlines because everything needs to be done by tomorrow. But there's also been a huge influx of work off the back of that because everyone's kind of like panic finishing things. But last day tomorrow. And then it will calm down and go a bit more normal for a bit. If I go down here, this will give me the ether. Hello! Please give me the ether. Oh, thank you, Beef. I appreciate it. It's definitely been a struggle. There's been a couple of points where I've just been like, you know, when there's just so much going on, you can't really process it. And you end up just a little bit overwhelmed. That has been me a couple of times. Hey there, Van. How are you doing? The world's first groups will basically do full-time work hours, and the more hardcore ones would be doing 12 plus if they're pushing for the world first clear. What is this in the game? Right, where is Shakespeare? He's over here. Shakespeare! 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 Hello! Thancred and Minfilia will return ere long with the remaining supplies we require. Didst thou succeed in procuring stone from the deputage? I did. Some people make a big deal about killing bosses for the first time anywhere. I see. I see. One day I might be on that stuff looking like I actually know what I'm on about. That would be an interesting thing for me, wouldn't it? That would definitely be a character arc. Going from what I'm normally like with games to actually knowing what's going on in a game. That would definitely be interesting. I don't know, I think some people might not know how to handle it. Right. Bring back Big Rock Boy! I would like the Rock Boy. From end to end, the paths by which ether may flow through the Talos have been duly mended. They but require a sufficient endowment. Wop, 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 wop. Wop, wop, wop. I'm really good at Pokemon though. I wouldn't consider myself particularly good, though I am trying to improve with that as well by doing those Nuzlockes and things. It is not moving, very true. Strange, the core refuseth to stir. I fear the condition of this Talos is more dire than I previously surmised. As a heart driveth blood through a man's veins, so doth the core ether throughout this massive frame. Failing its repair or replacement, the Talos cannot be restored. There are mechanics that require every single person to do it 100% correctly, otherwise everyone dies. Yeah, I've definitely watched some stuff of people doing those raids. It looks like a lot. I'm a long way off. Don't get me wrong. But if I do get to that point, you'll need to be proud of me if I do. You need to try and get round to them at some point, Digital. Not exactly. We've never gotten this far in trying to repair it, so we had no way of knowing the heart was the real problem. We tried to find another in case things turned as they are now, but... this really isn't my story to share. I read this guy's name as Jerk. I don't know if that's correct. If something went wrong, we may be able to help. This guy's scarf looks like a tablecloth for like a stereotypical pizza restaurant. Also, why raid groups will spend several hours working for it. That's valid. I guess you got to get it all figured out and kind of get on in sync with everyone, right? So I can imagine it takes an awful lot of time. Alright. After all you lot have done for me, I suppose it's the least I can do. Is Jerk supposed to be snow? What do you mean, Van? I half imagine it's not meant to be said jerk, but it's kind of how I see it now, so I'm going to keep on going with it. It takes time for groups to solve how to know how the mechanic works, and for everyone to come up with the best plan. And it takes time for everyone to learn how to do it. That's valid. That's very valid. I think I'd kind of like figuring stuff out with people though. It's kind of like, while people may have a better idea of how things look or whatever, everyone's kind of trying figuring out stuff at the same time, right? 1,000+ attempts. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Right then, the Talos, their hearts cannot be made of just any stone. You need a special sort with sufficient ethereal conductivity. Both it and the other materials used in the destruction of Talos bodies are mined in the same place. Their place, of course, being here, the Hills of Amber. And it was 3 years ago when she... No, I can't. I'm sorry, but you'll have to hear it from Fath or someone else. Oh, bye, Jack! He got out of there super fast. Back to the tavern, then. You don't do ultimates. I can see why. Boop. Right, we are going back to the tavern. I'm going to take a sip of my drink. I can imagine as well, if someone's latency isn't very good, that could just mess up the entire operation, couldn't it? Like me, for example, being in the UK on American servers, I could probably cause a big mess for people. Still here, eh? You can ask again, but the answer's the same. Our trolleys are... What? Goddamn it, Jack. You could have at least finished so I wouldn't have to clean up your mess. Seeing how you made such quick progress in fixing that Talos and all, he was probably thinking you could help change things around here. And I think you may be right. Gather your friends and I'll tell you what you want to know. He's always so grumpy.
Magnus's wife was a miner, you know. Greatest prospector there ever was.
You only have so much time to read what mechanic is happening and figuring out the positioning and in some cases the order of what to do. Oh, it does sound complicated.
When the started failing, She was the first to head out in search of more. Problem was, most of the veins ran dry ages ago, and finding fresh ones to tap's only gotten harder. But she wasn't one to be deterred. She just kept digging deeper and deeper. And then the mine collapsed.
Welp! Rip in peace.
We labored day and night to clear away the rubble.
Oh, that's all right then. So some of the mechanics you don't need to remember like all of them. But still sounds very complicated.
To find her body.
I mean, after that long, even if she survived the collapse, I kind of not to be that person.
Magnus has never been the same since.
100% random who gets what, and they all have a different thing that needs to do. I can easily see why it takes so long then. Easily. It's good to know that though, because then I won't feel bad. If I do ever get to the point where I start doing those, I won't feel bad for messing up. There you go.
Ah, yes, well, if he's not here, there's only one other place he'd be.
Oh, that's kind of sad. Just watching a man completely deep in his cups. I do like that saying. Sat in front of his wife's grave. That's really sad. As in like a I feel bad for him sort of way, not like sad as in lame. I feel like I should need to specify that.
What? Oh, you again. How many times must I tell you? The trolley won't run! We'd be better off dismantling the damn thing and selling the parts for scrap. Now piss off back to wherever you came from.
Mind your language.
Don't let me catch you around here again.
Mind your language, sir.
What were their names?
My son was named Skuli. My wife, Agna.
Skuli, I do like that name actually. It's an interesting name, but in a good way.
Being here with them, it beats going home. Home stopped being home when I lost them.
Hey there, Magnifico, how are you doing? I think he's too drunk to try anything if I tried to tell him off. He is a very drunk man. Though he's also quite big. So.
But somehow, the bottle's never deep enough.
No bottle is. Believe me, I know.
You've lost someone too.
You're doing good, glad to hear it. I'm well, thank you.
Not like you. Not my own flesh and blood. I grew up an orphan, so I never really knew what family meant. Not until I met a man who offered to take me in and make me his pupil. He was a kindly soul, always looking out for me, like a father. Not that I appreciated that at the time, or anything else for that matter.
Because you were a sulky teenager, like now you're a sulky adult. Sulky, so sulky. Oh god. Wah! Ah!
And then I robbed a young girl of hers. I did my best to make amends, to offer her comfort. But the more I look back on it, the more I realize just how inadequate my efforts were. I let her down. That is why I refuse to let her legacy die. In the end, all we can do is press on for those we have lost.
Don't scan over to her in the background. We know who he's talking about, and it's not this version of her.
And that requires your Talos. Please, Magnus. You are our only hope of reaching Nabarth Areng.
Oh, are they? I know about the original version of Final Fantasy. They basically just blew it all up, didn't they? Like, literally, they just blew it all up. Because I think they apologised, didn't they? Because they made it. It was rubbish. They all apologised and then just blew it up. And I really do like that response. They were like, you know what? Just kill it. Just kill it with fire and we'll try again. Like, you can't go more drastic than that when you realise that you messed up what you tried to make. You know what I mean? What do I think of Thancred trying to be a father? I think he has moments, right, that makes it look like he does a decent job. But then he's very quick to get, like, angry at just, like, everyone. And that bugs me. He's a very grumpy man. Yeah, they just nuked it. They entirely just blew it up. And I'm like, I mean, there's taking accountability and then there's that. That's taking accountability to the max.
No matter what you say or believe.
It's the calamity, isn't it? But like, that's just taking the most like accountability for what you did and acknowledging. Like, you can't acknowledge it more than that. You wish they'd added back as an expansion. Fixed, of course. There's so much story in there that this game hints at but never goes into in depth about. That could be interesting. I appreciate it too, Beef. I do. I didn't realise it was so long before A Realm Reborn's release. Oh, there probably was some good things about it as well, Reen. I don't doubt that at all. But it was apparently bad enough that they decided to blow it up. I never played it, so I don't have that context. I just saw the results of it. I can imagine the confusion, Lurker. I should look up some videos of the original Final Fantasy XIV. I wonder. Oh, eventually WoW came out. WoW caused many things. I did play some WoW. I did play a little bit of WoW an awfully long time ago. Oh, I see. So once the standard had kind of been set, 14 came along and kind of like didn't fall into that standard, I suppose. Okay, so we need to find a stone. Can we not take it out of another Talos and like transfer it? Final Fantasy XI was not like WoW at all. I've never played that one. She looks a bit scared. Okay, Thancred's gonna join us. Okay. I'm wise to ignore his distress. So we're going for a walk. Thancred, we're going for a walk. Where are you, buddy? Where are you, buddy? We're going for a walk. It was slow and it was methodical. You love playing 11, but you could not play it now. That's fair enough. I mean, games in general do just change over time, don't they? Things kind of develop and change and kind of forge into their own things, if that makes sense. But then it makes it difficult to kind of go back. Where are you? Sir! Where have you gone? I have lost him. I have lost the grumpy man. I have lost him. Oh, there he is! I have found the grumpy man. Grumpy man. Grumpy man. Off to somewhere, are you? Frisch Indecidia. I've not heard of that one. At last, a lead to the stone we need to power the Talos. I can't very well have you go on your own. Lead the way. Okay. Well, before I do that, let me go into here. And then I need to use this one. And I need to use, not the ice weapon one, because that's my second one of those. I'm kind of just stuck with it now. Where is my other coffer? That's the one. 11 was just a massive time sink. There was no party. There was no group finder. There were no dungeons to level. Leveling was go out to this random spot in the world and just pull enemies. Oh, that is long. I really like the duties and stuff you can go on to grind. I don't do the yellow quests. I'm already so over leveled as well. I do need to do some of the blue ones though to get the ether. So that must be my new gun. So we'll flip that and then I will glamour it to my sparkly gun. Very few teleportation points, you just had to walk. Oh, I don't think I'd survive very long in that game. Right, so I know there's a blue one. Is it the Charmless Man that I need to do? Is it the It is the Charmless Man. So let me pick up the main quest. You're gonna lurk, no worries at all. I'd say we're long overdue for a good turn. I can only hope the gods feel the same way. Now Nuvi's leavings was south, was it? Let's get going. Well, before I do, I need to go and pick up this quest. Is it in the pub? Is it in the pub? Yep, is it in the pub? Is it in the pub? No. Ha. Ha. What's that? Found it, found it, found it. Okay, I don't really need the story for this. I just want the ether current. And then, right, I need to go over here. Whoop. 14 did change that a little bit, like levy quests and stuff, but a lot of the slow methodical combat was still there, which I'm guessing they've changed with the newer version. No, it's very good they acknowledged it though, because a lot of companies just wouldn't. There we go. Give you that. Okay. That was a quick one. Okay, so I need to go back to the one-eyed miner. Where's the one-eyed miner? Sir. Oh, you're ages away. Ah, heck. Well, where's Thancred's in that direction anyway. So I guess... Where is Thancred in relation to that? Basically the same place. That weirdly works out. Okay, cool. They're in the same place. What are the chances? Yeah, it's I definitely see what you mean. It definitely is more in line with WoW. I feel like if I was to try WoW again, I'd probably enjoy it a lot more this time around, because I was quite young when I originally tried WoW. But I do not need another game like that to get myself stuck in. But I'll stick with just this one for now. Oh, you like? This is my chocobo. Do you like my chocobo? do you like my guy? Boop. Hello. Hello. Hello, Hazel. How are you doing? Hop, hop. Hop, 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 hop. It's so cute, isn't it? I've got, wait a second, I've got Big Cat, and it sploots, and then I've got, if I get off Big Cat, I have got Smaller Cat. So this one's called Fat Cat, and the other one's called Fatter Cat. I am a sucker for the Fat Cat, but I think most people are. He's a very good boy. He's the goodest of boys. Right, complete this. Where's Fattest Cat? I wonder, is there a Fattest Cat? I don't know if there is. Right, so I've got that one as well. How many ethers am I off now from being able to fly around here? Oh, I'm getting close. I'm getting close. pet the cat. Well, the small one. Boop. There you go. It looks so grumpy. The shadows make it look angry. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Right, where's Vancred? I'm stuck. It was supposed to do a thing. What was it meant to do? The way you described it, I was expecting the place to be abandoned. Perhaps our fortunes are finally improving. Though we should probably hear what Guffjohn has to say before we celebrate. Okay. Let me try and pet the cat again. What did I do? I make it run around. I'm making it exercise so it can lose some weight. Oh, sometimes it just rolls over when it's idle. Like if you leave it alone for long enough, it will do it. Wait a sec. Right, we're going to wait. We're going to watch it. We're going to watch it and it will roll. You're starting a new character in the free trial. You wish you didn't have to pay to be a bunny. Oh, you got to pay to be a bunny. Because I was originally a cat. And I did pay for it for a bit while I was still a cat. So I did start on the free trial. So I just changed to a bunny without thinking. I didn't realise it was a pay for one. Cat. Come on, cat. Do it. I know you do it when you're idle for a while. Come on, bud. Roll over. Show off those toe beans. I know I made you run for a while and I know you don't like it because you're a chunky boy, but there are people watching. They want to see the toe beans. You can do it. I believe in you. You can change race. I think the first time you have a ticket so you can do it for free. But after that, do you need to pay to do it? There it is! Yeah! There you go, it rolled. Yeah, I think the first time's free of like a ticket. But then after that, I think you need to pay for it. But I might be wrong. You definitely can do it for free first time around. Ah, came out with Shadowbringers. I see. That probably makes a difference as well. I don't think the free sample... Does the free trial go up to Shadowbringers? Or is it Stormblood? You can get some for free over time. Yeah, I definitely had one at the time when I changed. So I just used that. So you need to be on, what? Is that the 4th expansion to get the rabbits? Or have the 4th expansion at least, even if you're not on it yet. Because I did change to rabbit while I was in Heavensward. Right. Whoop. I'm just ignoring the guy. I'm just trying to find this person I need to speak to. Bankrid's already got there because typical. Big boy cat. I know the one you mean. Like the tiger one. So I think I've got all of the expansions now, except for the most recent one, obviously, because that's not out yet. I think I have all of them now. Who are you? What are you doing in here? Well, you should have listened to Faith. Faff, sorry. You're wasting your time. But this site is not as developed as the others, is it not? Surely there must be something left. I should explain. The stone you're looking for is Leonine. All Talos in the Hills of Amber are powered using them. Or were, at least. Anyway, whatever's left, if anything, is too far below to be safely excavated. In the deepest reaches of the mine, we use Talos to keep the pathways from collapsing. They're still there, but they could give out at any time, which is why much of the mine is closed off. Yeah, I've got up to Endwalker, because Endwalker was on sale. It was like better than half price, so I picked it up. I haven't pre-ordered the new one though. I don't know if I will pre-order it or if I'll just wait until I'm ready to play it. I'm not too sure. then our only option is to search the higher levels for any fragments of Leonine that may have been overlooked. I suppose there may be one other way. Well, don't leave us in suspense. What you're asking for is a trade secret. I'll need to be duly compensated in exchange. Fine, what do you want? The other day I found a Vobert gold piece down in the mines. A bloody Vobert gold piece. And wouldn't you know it, I dropped the damn thing somewhere while I was working. Find it and I'll tell you what you want to know. You drive a hard bargain, sir, but we'll take it. You'll be day one running Dawn Trail. I mean, if I'm up to date by that point, then I will. If I'm not, then I'm not going to rush it just to get onto it. Like, I would like to be onto it as close as to day one as possible. But if I'm like a couple days late, I won't mind. It's rather dark in here, it'll be much harder to find the coin. Sun drops, okay. Search further in, I'll handle this area. Until the drop's wearing off, I can give you more. Okay. So I guess I need to go off this way. Always do for expansions release, get on there when the servers go live. I can imagine it's going to be manic for like the first week and a bit or so after the expansion goes live. I think the queue to get into the servers are going to be really long. The queues for the duties are going to be super long. They usually go alright. Well, that's okay then. Yeah, I just don't want to rush it just to be there day one. But like I say, if I end up being ready for it, then great. Was I right to say it comes out the 2nd of July? Did I get the date right? Because I know it was delayed, wasn't it? By a week because of Dark Souls, I think. Stormblood had one of the worst releases. Oh no! That's the thing, I would expect for a lot of stuff to go wrong, right? But I suppose after you've done it so many times, you're already ready for the load, I suppose, of it? I don't know. I don't know. The game's been running for a long time. It got me the gold piece. I'm gonna go back. Do. Excuse me, coming through. Beep, beep. Nope, I'm not fighting you. I'm not doing it. Right, where is he? Where is he? Thancred. Thancred. There you are. You didn't even move from where you started, you lazy sod. Hey! The absolute cheek of you. Here we go. Couldn't have done it about your sun drops. Proven a knack for success regardless of circumstance, because I've got the power of the protagonist. I only managed to survive the... Okay. Hasn't been easy finding ways to compensate for my condition. Every tool and trinket has proven vital to my continued success. Had I chosen to pursue the arcane arts rather than espionage, well, I'd rather not think of it. So long as I have the means to protect those dear to me and to see my duties through, that's all that matters. Okay. Excuse me, sir. I have a coin for you. Enjoy. I'll be damned, you actually found it. Well, a deal's a deal, but don't think this means you'll find what you're after. I've got protagonist powers, we're gonna find it. Ooh! Ooh! I like getting dies. I got a die from one of the rabbit quests and I actually think it's quite nice. It's not one I would have normally looked at. To be honest, I wasn't sure you'd pull this off. But you did, and I'm a man of my word. Come with me. Yep, let me go! Okay. So I need to go... Oh, back outside, is it? Boop. You posted a picture in game chat. Let me have a look. Let me have a look quick. Oh no, what's going on here? Are people like lining up for it? Why were they having to line up? What was the problem? Here we go. The duty system broke really bad, and a very few limited amount of people could do a duty, including solo duties. Oh no! Was it everyone was having to queue up to wait their turn? Credit to them. That was very considerate and polite queuing. But still, oh my goodness. Yeah, that's wild. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, bing, bing. Every time I step out of those mines, the sky seems to get brighter. I'd never leave them if the air weren't so stale. You still had to keep trying to get in. Oh, I can imagine. That must have been such a pain. Oh my goodness. I feel like I would have logged out and come back later. But a lot of people are a lot more persistent than I am. But you didn't come here to hear my grievances. You're after Leonine. Yes. First, I have to ask. You ever heard of rockworms? Rockworms? I know them by another name, though I'm fairly certain the locals call them knockers. Aye, they do. Whatever you want to call them, those little bastards may be the answer to your troubles. 4 to 5 hours! Oh my god, through. That's crazy. They can even fit through cracks and crevices down to where we could never hope to reach, and on occasion they come back with something valuable. They dig up Leonine in the mines? It's a rare occurrence, but yes. That said, it usually amounts to no more than a few flakes. Well, our only options tend to mount to suicide, so how can we draw out those rockworms? There was nothing else you could really do. You couldn't advance the story, you couldn't go to any of the other zones, you couldn't do any dungeons, and I half imagine you couldn't even go like to the gold saucer and stuff because they're duties. So you couldn't even like waste time in the gold saucer or anything. Over by their shack you'll find a bag full of smoke bombs. Set off a few in the mines and you'll flush them out in no time. Once they're out in the open, knock them senseless and check their backs. I should warn you, this method of mining, if you can even call it that, is used as a last resort on account of what little they're likely to bring back. You'll want to cover as much ground as you can in hope of finding anything of value. But would it not count as queuing up for a duty, or was it only a certain duty that was broken? Assuming you do find something, bring it here and I'll have a look. Because if you do like the leap of faith, for example, that counts as a duty, quotation marks, doesn't it? Because it still brings up like the commence button and everything. We should split up if we're to cover more ground as he suggests. If you can cover these 3 areas on your map, I'll see to the parts between them. I see, it didn't have it just... Okay, I understand. Because you know what I mean when I'm saying that, right? If you did like the leap of faith or like the Air Force One, it technically comes up on the side. Well, obviously I don't know if it's the same mechanics to make that work. Right, so we're going to grab the smoke bombs. It wasn't out yet. Okay, that makes more sense. That's fair. How long has that been out for then? I've been getting better at those though, the leap of faiths. I have been improving. Place smoke bombs at the designated locations inside of the mine. Hello! The gold sorter itself has been out since the Around Reborn days. Whoops! So what was it originally then? Was it just for like the triple triad and stuff like that? And like the cliffhanger and the as the wind blows and stuff like that. Also, it's not been out that long then. Stormblood and Shadowbringers. I mean, I say that it's still a few years, but you know what I mean. I've never tried the chocobo racing. I've seen it come up in the chat a couple times when I've been in the saucer, but I've never done it. Let's get this one. Here we go. Done. Done. Why didn't that work? It's because I turned around. Right, I'm going to stay still. There we go. Okay, onwards. We have one more to do, which is... Okay, we can do that. So we need to go through the next hallway next to us. You played it quite a bit when it first came up, but you can't wrap your head around the breeding mechanics. I did not even know there was breeding mechanics. Well, so you can like breed a bunch of chocobos to get like the fastest chocobo. Yep. I just thought you entered your chocobo and then did something with it. You really need to push for max chocobo in the higher tier races. The NPCs cheat. Honestly, NPCs do cheat sometimes. I'm fully in agreement with that. No! No! Sir! Oh, you have to legit race it. I see. Yeah, I didn't know how it worked. I should give it a look at some point. Even if I only touch it once and then never do it again. I should experience it. Modelled after Final Fantasy VII's chocobo breeding and racing. Ah, I see. I see. It's just not something I've ever even looked into, and I've never seen people mention the breeding. Okay, inspect the rubble. Okay, and acquire the glittering rocks. Inspect the rubble. Here we go. Do-do-do-do. Here we go. Get rid of these. They look terrifying. Their faces. Dear Lord. Okay. There's guides on how to breed, but even then you're dumb. You're not dumb. You know what you're on about Final Fantasy. It must just be complicated. I can't imagine I would know much of what's going on either if I read up on it. Okay, so I need to go... Now this one's still here just to confuse me. So if I go... Unless there's another one in this circle. Did I miss one? Did I miss some rubble? I did miss some rubble. Okay, cool. Grab this one. Okay. And we'll get this quest finished up, and then I'm going to see what the time is, because it is starting to get a little bit late. And unfortunately, I've still got work tomorrow. It is meant to be calming down though, at least, thankfully. And it was a 4-day week because of the bank holiday, so I should count my blessings. Oh, hello. Here we go. One of those. There we go. Does that count? There you go, 2. Okay, so now we need to go... I guess either way technically works. So I'm going to loop round from this side. So it looks like it'll be quicker. So if I go into the other entrance... Cute time. You're still just wrapping up soon then, so sure. I'm getting up some big moments. Awesome. Yeah, definitely looks like a good time then. So I'd rather do the big moments kind of like all in succession. So good to know. Thank you for letting me know. But yeah, we'll get this one wrapped up. And then I might have a peek in the saucer depending on the time. And then we'll leave it there for now. Here we go. Should be more of my AoEs. Well, these guys aren't exactly the strongest, so I may as well. Oh, my scattergun's changed. Of course it has. I've not been able to use it, really. Because my spread shot has turned into scattergun. But where I'm over-leveled, it tends to sync me, and then my moves change back to my old moves. So I've not been able to use that yet. I've not even seen the animation. Is there another one over here? The problem is, watch me deal with the big stuff off stream. Because even if I've not been streaming, I've still been playing it. So watch me do all this crazy stuff off stream and then come back and be like, so, a lot has happened. I can see myself doing that. Hey there, Anna. It's going well. Ooh, I hope you're doing good. Stay away! Get out of here. Whoop. Hey there, Long, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Come on. Whoop. So I do really want to get to the bit where I can open up the 2B copper quest. Okay, onwards. I want those boots, Dagnabbit, and I'm going to get them. I'm going to get those boots. I can't be stopped. The rest of the outfit's nice. It's a nice character design, but the boots are what I care about the most. The accent is so good. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, here we go. And then we've got... Oh, one over here as well. I think there's 3 more I need though, right? I'm going to have to see if there's one more somewhere. Get some of these in. Ah! No! I will have those boots soon. I've been keeping up with the quests to see where I'm up to in the story to actually get them. But I'm not rushing just to get them. I'll get there when I get there. But I know I'm getting close. I am slowly but surely getting there. And it will be a momentous moment when I manage them. So I keep on seeing everyone wearing them. So many people wear them, and I'm just like, I want them so bad. They're like the perfect, like plain, thigh-high boots. And you can dye them, which is even better. Because as much as these boots are fine, I feel like a plain set would go with so many different glams, like so many glamours. I'm not rushing for the boots. I've been really trying to keep up with the story, and I think I've managed to do a decent job. So I've been properly reading everything and listening to everything. I've just been playing a lot. It's kind of been my fixation of the moment. Whoop. So I'm basically playing it like every night after work. Which is why I've made the progress that I have. Because that's like what? 2 to 3 hours every single night? Unless I'm streaming something else. But then I've been streaming this so often as well. And then I play it all off stream too. Whoop. Okay. Okay. Now, where have I missed one? Because I have missed one. You're meant to ask? Meant to ask what? Where have I missed one? Because I very much have missed one. There's quite a big circle, to be honest. How do I feel about... Oh, about her arc. The weird arc that she went through with Gosetsu and stuff like that. It was interesting. It was weird that you felt kind of sorry for her in the end as well. And I'm like, no, don't do this to me. She's meant to be a bad guy. But you do end up feeling quite sorry for her in the end, don't you? It was a shame she got her memories back though. Because her mean brother, the extent that her brother went to for her memories, oh my goodness. It was a good trial though. I did enjoy that one. Honestly, it did pull at the heartstrings. When Gosetsu shows up and it's like, oh my goodness! It really pulled at the heartstrings. I was just glad he was still alive though. When he came back, that was such a moment. On that, it was a good one. I very much enjoyed it. And I was just like, damn this game for making me feel really bad for her. When she was doing all these bad things, they did a good job at that. You did feel for her. No, it doesn't excuse her actions. I do agree. It doesn't excuse her actions, but it does provide context to her mentality, and you do feel very bad for her. Like, big time. Like, imagine if she didn't get her memories back and she was able to just live a normal life with Gosetsu, like in the mountains. Because then you felt really bad for Gosetsu because, like, they were saying about how he lost his daughter. So he was kind of seeing her as like a replacement daughter. And I was like, don't do this to me. Don't do this. That made it even more heartbreaking. And then he showed up in the fight and it was like, no, my heart. It was so, oh, honestly, it did get to me. It really did. Here we go. No, it was a very good one. It was very, very good. Between the two of you, I'll say you got quite the haul. Let's get comfortable, friends. I'm going to take time to sift through all of this. Oh, the worst. Oh, the parents and the brother. The brother bringing the parents along to kind of like be shock treatment. Cruel. So cruel. They're all as bad as each other, the three of them. Horrible, horrible, horrible.
But prior to founding the Path of the 12, long before the Scions, she was something of a minor.
You go right after the mother. Smite her down.
After her father died, Flamine took her in and taught her the trade. I think they were both.
Honestly, it was very well done. Very well done. Like the whole arc with her coming back and stuff, very well done.
Back in those days, I spent most of my time in the quicksand or some other tavern, loosening tongues and gathering secrets. Occasionally, I'd catch a glimpse of her in the street on her way home after another hard day.
Loosening tongues and gathering secrets translates to me getting people drunk and prying out their secrets, making them gossip, getting people drunk, making them gossip. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I do like my outfit though. Look how cute I look. Look how cute I look.
Simply speaking with her more than once in a blue moon would have been a good start. But I could never bring myself to do it. Instead, I threw myself into my work and became every drunkard's best friend.
I can't imagine she thought too highly of you back then. Not your finest hour, to say the least. Very blue, that is true. It is very blue. How you doing, Phoenix? I hope you're good. Dabba dee dabba die. It is very blue. It's kind of steampunky, isn't it? I was debating changing the colour, but at the same time, I'm going to stick with the blue. It's kind of on brand, isn't it?
But that was a lifetime ago.
Locke from Final Fantasy VI. I don't know a lot about Final Fantasy VI, I'll be honest.
Hey, come and see what I found. You're not going to believe this.
You're not going to believe this. You're a little sleepy, but you wanted to stick your head in and say hi. Well, I appreciate that. I hope you get lots of rest. I'm going to be definitely thinking about winding down to bed very soon too.
It is at that. You lot were born lucky.
I've got protagonist powers. I told you. Protagonist powers.
But look at this.
Oh. Ha ha.
This is a rather fine specimen.
Ew, it's a rather fine specimen.
It's been decades.
Plot armor to the extreme.
But that's not all. There's an engraving on it.
Now, if this engraving It's from the dead wife who carved into it with her fingernails as she died underneath rubble. I wouldn't put it past this game to do it. Game? What's it gonna say?
Ah, these scratches here. They're a little hard to make out.
Don't say they're scratches! Don't let me be right on this. I swear. I swear to God. Why was I right? Don't! Don't! Don't you dare! She scratched at that as she died underneath rocks and starved. Oh my God! I knew it. I knew they would do that.
Found it. She really found it.
Please. Please.
He must have spent the final hours carving this message into stone in the hope that he might see it one day. Those rock.
The fact I knew they would do that. So dark. They do anything. That's why I knew. As soon as they said there's an engraving, I was like,
Makes me wonder what else might still be buried in these parts.
Oh my God. Just imagining them just there, desperately scratching, just like. Oh, oh my God. What did I think of the arc in the first part of this zone? What with Elise? With Elise, I feel like I didn't have all of the attachments fully in place, but I did feel very bad for Elise. What colour dye do I want? I don't think I've got this colour yet, so I'm gonna go for this one. Because Elise got proper broken up about it, didn't she? Like properly broken up. I can't believe that with the stone. I swear. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna pop over to the other screen. Give me just a second. Give me one moment. It definitely set the tone, though. I do agree. It definitely did. I do need to think about winding down for bed, though, because I do have a busy day tomorrow at work. So I need to find someone to say hello to. So first and foremost, I'll see who's in the Final Fantasy tag, just to send you to a similar vibe, I guess, to what's going on here. I'm leaving, unfortunately so. I do need to think about getting some rest before tomorrow, because I've got a busy day at work. I'll face her as the boss. Oh, I know what you mean. It's definitely been quite an emotional roller coaster. Let me see. I'm going to have a quick scroll on through. Oh, thank you, Minifico, and Jack as well. Thank you. I'll hopefully not be quite so many days before the next stream. The rest of this week is going to continue being unscheduled. So watch this space, but there will definitely be another stream coming up. I'm hoping next week that I'll get a schedule up and going again because work should be calmer. But watch this space. Obviously, you know where I post and all that good stuff. I'm just trying to decide who to say hello to. I mean, this person's saying they're comfy, hoping to finish. Oh, they're doing Endwalker, are they? Could say hello to them. Let's have a quick peek. Or, oh, this person's doing Shadowbringers. First time Sprout. Go on, let's have a look. Let's find another Sprout. What's your rules? Friend? Nothing crazy? Yep, okay. Nothing saying 18+. We will say hello to this person. Yeah, Endwalker's going to be Spoiler City. This person's doing Shadowbringers. So we're going to go into here. It would help if I went to the right chat, wouldn't it? Oh, yeah. I didn't watch the stream, don't worry. I just saw the title. Did I get this right? So. Yes, I know where they are as well. Cool. So yeah, like I said, no more planned streams for the rest of the week, but we will obviously have another stream regardless, so watch this space. I'll hopefully get a schedule up next week in all of the normal areas, Thank you so much for joining me today. Hey there, NP. Don't worry for being lurky. Lovely to see you. But yeah, let's get this raid underway. As always, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. If I don't see you before the weekend, if I don't stream tomorrow, I hope you have a lovely weekend. Whether you're working, studying, resting, whatever you're up to. Fru has got the raid message done. That is perfect. So copy Fru's message. That's going to be our raid message. And yeah, I think that's all from me. Have I said everything I was going to say? I guess the last thing is, as always, obviously, stay hydrated, eat your snacks, and take care. I'll see you very, very soon. I'm going to wind on down, get tucked up into bed, and yeah, see you later. Thank you again for joining me. I had a wonderful, wonderful time. And see you very soon. So toodaloo, night night. Copy and paste that raid message, absolutely. And yeah, toodaloo everybody. Have a good one.